everybody. I'm, of course, your host, Roganautica. Crossing this cool-ass bridge, but I didn't have the camera lined up and turned up. Aberdeen, Washington is the hometown of Kurt Cobain, of Nirvana fame. Didn't know that when I washed up here for 2 days. With the cats.
In 600 feet, turn left onto South H Street.
It does make sense that this would be the... Well, that's one way the other way. Why are you trying to fool me? Fuck, man.
At the light, turn left onto South H Street.
I haven't been driving for a few years since my car got totaled in that head-on collision. You don't really want me to go up that, do you? Really? One-way streets keep fucking me up. It's like I just totally forgot because I was on foot or on bicycles. There's no such thing as a one-way street. Like, I think 3 times. One time in Lima, I just went straight up a one-way street and got pulled over. And the cop was like, "Why'd you do that?" It's a good thing I wasn't drinking. And, I mean, it's always a good thing when you're not drinking when you're driving, I'm just saying. F-bow up. Oh, I forgot to stop to put the Cash App link in. I gotta get really good at that. I don't have enough money to get where we're going. We're gonna get stuck halfway there. We're not going to, because you guys are gonna kick in more money. Like we're. Hey, Zach, how are you? We're short by me and the cats now. It's just us. I'm gonna try to push straight through. I don't have enough money for Oh, I do want to go left. Oh, just not here. Okay, you're right, Reagan. Please mod you again. All right. Yes. I got this snazzy piece of equipment now, but I can't lean in and read the chat right unless I'm on the highway, because I got to do this. Like on the highway, it's fine. I can hold it steady if I'm already doing 80 and I'm in a straight line. There's no traffic in front of me. Oh yeah, Zach, don't worry about sending me money. Somebody will. I'm gonna stay live the whole way. It's like a 45-hour drive. I'm gonna try to do it. I now have things set up in the car, and I'm sure that I can actually set Pi and Zoe loose in the car for brakes. Like they don't have to actually ride in the carrying case the whole time. So that makes it not prohibitive to just drive through. Why did my map stop? What the fuck, man? My phone just stopped running the map and turned itself off. Why did you do that? Why am I hitting start again? This fucking phone, man. It just stopped. Like it just stopped running anything and closed the screen. Yeah, I'm not paying for a hotel room for another night while I beg for enough money to get there. That's fucking dumb. Like I've got half the gas money. The rest of the gas money is probably about 200. Like, and eating at McDonald's a couple times, like I just did. I got cat food. I want more kitty litter. I'm afraid they're gonna burn me on the deposit because Zoe smashed a light bulb and the casing for the, not the house, the thing where it screws in that is still wedged into the, and you need a pair of pliers and you need it unplugged to fix it. And I don't have a pair of pliers, or I'd fix it myself. But I'm just gonna tell him she broke a light bulb. Like it's raining also, and I don't have windshield wipers. Yeah, so when I'm in street driving like this, I'm gonna have to just ignore the phone. I started to say a minute ago, I drove delivery in an aggressively dangerous driving neighborhood for many years. And I drove food delivery for many years before that. I'm really good at high tension street driving in urban conditions. I thought that I'd gone old man soft-brained, like on the road with Red, because she clearly is a better driver than me on the highway. Like I got back into this like heavily, densely populated areas around Olympia and Portland, and I'm on my game. Like I still have it. Like I know how to drive like a stuntman. I don't know how to drive. Like this is how I got the bank robbery job, by the way, which I talk about sometimes. Like somebody observed what a badass I was.
Smith Drive and turn left into the parking lot.
Somebody observed what a badass I was in traffic in Los Angeles, and was like, how accurately can you get in and out of
Turn
lanes?
left into the parking lot.
And then we started
Timing
things. We did a lot of prep for that. And like fucking meth heads, man. We prepped for those bank robberies like it was the SAT. But if a cop had just been driving by right when we went, we'd have been fucked. Like it was like there's like a 1 in 200 chance. Like I mean, we're watching how dense the cops are while we were doing it. It's like a cop goes by like once an hour. It's really like light for Los Angeles. Yeah, let me put the and I'm gonna try to include you guys in the whole, like I risk letting details slip because I'm busy talking to you and distracted by you. Joey Fingish, I'm driving to Ithaca, New York. If you guys float me the money for a hotel room, then I'll have a hotel room. I don't have enough money for all the gas yet, so that's one thing I am doing here. Let me use the other phone to put my no Rogan. Oh my God. HB Chit Chat uploaded another video about me 11 hours ago. I must have missed it. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I mean, if the attack channel is going to be that lady, you're just proving whatever point it was I was trying to not have to make about all of you people. So it's a 44-hour drive all the way to Ithaca, so obviously I'm not getting there today. That's more than 24 hours. I'm in no shape to drive too far at all, but I'm just gonna have to go. That's all I got. I gotta go. Why is it just showing me my playlist? What is wrong with this thing? Oh my God. Recents, library, history, view channel. Can I? There we go, live. Oh, the current live is actually on my homepage. It usually isn't. Look at my bald head. I've not seen. Is actually on my homepage. I haven't seen. My bald head. I've not seen. Is actually on my hold on. I haven't seen. That's funny. I've not seen. Is actually on hold on. I haven't seen. Please stop, machine! Stop fucking with me! Oh my God! Please stop, machine! Stop fucking. There we go. I don't need the volume on that. This phone sucks, dude. See now see if this is just old man does not like to learn new things brain. See if I'm still saying it sucks by the time we get there, then it actually does suck. If by day after tomorrow I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't mind it. This thing and that thing are pretty okay. I did like the Android when I had it before. I did not want to have to adjust to an iPhone, and I'm still not, like, some of the controls on the iPhone still fuck with me. There we go. I hate to stop to pin the Cash App every time because Yellow Feet Z, I do not remember you, but what is going on? Hello. There we go. Let's see. I gotta get the car straightened out a little bit here. So when I stop the car, oh, I forgot which one I'm looking at because this is almost live. All right, hold on. I don't need the heat on. Good day from Arizona. Hello, Maria. All right. So when I stop, I'm gonna put the kitty litter down there. I'm gonna put there's room for the cats to hang out in here. Now that I know the only place inside the car where Zoe could get out is right here. This panel is loose and she could get up inside the console through there, but the mechanic assured me that she cannot get out through the console and dump herself onto a moving road or escape into the night. It's sealed. That was the reason I couldn't get them out in the car while I cleaned your car. I'm about to drive 45 hours in it. I'll do it when I get there, all right? I did just clean some up by the door. Cleaned all the glass. I am going to clean a little bit more right now before we go. I don't have to be out of here for 2 hours. Once again, you don't deserve to have a pet. I don't have a home for them. I'm on my way to the new home. The only reason I'm all the way out here 3,000 miles away from the new home is I got lied to and misled by somebody who, the roommate situation here just fell through in a psychotic way. They haven't had to overnight anywhere but a hotel room. It's cost a lot of money to my chat. You guys have paid for probably like 7 hotel rooms. They're really just for the cats. But this time we're going to roll straight through. Unless you guys buy another hotel room. So I have $215 left on the card. I was supposed to have a deposit coming back from the room, but the cat smashed a light bulb. Maybe that one. No, it won't fit in there. Your mom worked at Cornell. I had a long conversation with the dude in Ithaca. The upside of which was, plausibly, according to him, Red kind of just should have stayed in Ithaca and maybe got me to move there. Now, my plan right now is not final destination Ithaca. My plan is to end up in Illinois at this job on doing outdoor work on a campground. Sounds like a lot of fun. In Ithaca, if I stay in Ithaca, I'll end up working in restaurants again. I love restaurant work. With a few months to establish myself, the 35 hours a week you get when you're a badass in restaurant work, plus okay, so I'm going to demonstrate what I was talking about. If you work in restaurants, how can you be happy with yourself? I'm not happy. Nobody ever said I was happy. Why is it our responsibility to help you? It's not. You don't have to help. You're going to lose that job in under a month. I'm going to be in another town in exactly a month. The one on the campground? Well, the only reason I had any trouble at the last job, or the main reason, is that I had ops harassing my boss until she couldn't take the heat. She's got issues of her own going on that she doesn't talk about. Family stuff going on. She doesn't need me there causing her problems. It's too bad a lot of people on the internet are scumbags. And it's too bad that people like you like to just tell people they're going to fail. Did you learn this from your father? Is that how this happened? Usually people like you who just like to tell people they're going to fail, like they get off on that, telling you you're a loser and you've already failed. Usually they're people whose dad did that to them. That's what happened to you, right, Bojack? It's okay. You don't have to permanently insist that everybody always disappoints their fathers. You don't have to do that. You can give that up. So who cares about our fathers and what they wanted from us? They didn't leave us a world in which it would be possible to do. CMI, they're not going to want you around kids. Yeah. If anyone tells your boss about your YouTube channel, they're going to watch this and feel unsafe having you around children. Wow, well, you're a scumbag piece of shit, Bojack. Yeah, I can't work directly with children. That's right. You seem manipulative and strange. Well, what is this? Maybe you should stick around for a minute and see what I'm about, and then you wouldn't think that. Yeah, if anyone in here thinks I'm some kind of villain or bad guy or problem, one thing is, People can lie about you on the internet all they want. But yeah, that actually might interfere with a job like this. But here in the real world, I never did anything wrong. Here in the real world, it's just like 3 or 4 psychos on the internet talking about me. Unfortunately, one of them is one of my daughters. I had to take legal action to shut up the other daughter. But she did. There's no police action because I never did anything wrong. And this whole situation is going to crack very soon. Like, it's just going to be one of these internet dramas where the resolution is clearly like this poor guy is tangled up with some crazy people, and like that's his main sin in life. I keep getting advice to get off the internet and be quiet, but my internet family is my actual family now. You guys are the only support network I have. Because these people in the real world decided to try to make sure I died alone, unloved, and unhelped. The same people who are causing me problems, the root of my problems now, I had to turn to the internet to have a family. You guys are my family now because of all of this. I didn't know that this would end up infecting the channel the way it has. I just knew my real world friends and family had entirely abandoned me. I mean, I didn't even know then exactly why. Like, if you've been here all along, you've watched the channel actually sort out I learned, it's like unraveling a mystery, honestly. Tinfoil Hatter, how are you? Vladimir Putin, how are you? Nate Stevens, I am on the road today, yes. I'm just stopping to wipe some stuff down and clean it because I had a damp paper towel in my hand from wiping off the windshield. Hopefully I'll get a deposit back. If I get the $75 deposit back, I'm in better shape, obviously. That's like 3 tanks of gas. I mean, I'm in this position where I know you guys will cover me dollar for dollar for what we actually need to get there. I just want to minimize what you guys have to spend to rescue me, obviously. I regret having a fun meal with Red in Montana. Did you ever get the Hattiesburg deposit back? I haven't been able to catch up enough to call them and find out what the fuck is. They interrupted my rent period. They canceled my power company by special request they canceled my power contract, without ever even talking to me. It's illegal. It's really illegal, and they owe me several $100s. There we go. Yeah, I just timed Sophie out. We don't need that noise. Go call everyone retarded when you come in somewhere else. We already know we're all retarded. Thank you, and please don't do that. Hi, Coolies Grotto. It's funny. It's funny that I asked you to wrangle that, and you seem really creepy, huh? Somebody else just who was probably... How long has that account existed? Howard Stern forever. Yeah. Of course I seem really creepy. I write horror. I'm a creep professionally, okay? Give me a break. Quit creep jacketing me, all right? It's a character. I wear black all the time. The fuck is wrong with you? You seem really kind of scary, and you might be like a guy in a movie who's scary. Yeah, that's what I do professionally. What are you doing? Keep kids away. There aren't any children here, dumb fuck. Go back to Mississippi and stick to fucking your cousins instead of fucking around on my channel. Retard. The preteens and 18 plus, it's set to adults only. Yeah, it's set to adults only. That's right. Oh my God, professional. Yeah, yes, this is professional work. I know that retards like you can't tell what it is when somebody's entertaining somebody professionally. Yeah, I know. It's a show. People watch it. That kid lied about their age, I'm sure. Well, nobody who's oh, I'm 12. Can I hang out in here? We're not having that anymore. The audience is too big. The idea that I should have kicked out everyone all along who ever admitted to being under 18 is retarded. You you can't tell who's how old. There's already people, no matter what you do, there's going to be people who are under 18 in here. So you have to manage your content with the understanding that like there aren't going to be children because they won't be interested for more than about 5 seconds. But there's going to be people old enough to follow the conversation are going to be in here. The German PXP, how are you? So kicking out the ones you see does not actually control that situation. I've been over this a million times. YouTube doesn't have very good controls. There are other platforms that are much worse as far as like fostering predatory behavior, and I'm not multi-platforming on those in part because I don't want to be associated with places where things are weirder. Anyone who hangs out in here is safe from predatory behavior. It doesn't matter how old you are. Nobody fucks with you in here. You used to have a buddy in college who didn't like using the R word? Nate, like my friend Andras, he used to be my friend. He lives in Olympia. I'm just shoving random things up into the space under the seat. He's one of these sort of politically correct Pacific Northwest types. And at one point, like 10 years ago, he got really mad at me for using the word retarded regularly. All creatures, how are you? When my band Wrong made an album in the 90s, we called it Retardeder. Like at one point I was like, Andras, you can't rattle me on it's okay to call things retarded. My band made their album called Retardeder. We're committed to that joke. Like there's nothing I can do. It's on the record. I know it wasn't in print with a real label or anything, but God, those were the days when I had coworkers in the music business in Hattiesburg. When people cared. Twist ties in case I don't know. I think he might be worried about there's a couple things on the bottom of the car. There's a lot of body rust on the bottom of this car. Let's see. How are you this morning, all creatures? Yeah, I had 220 before I bought McDonald's, so now I got 215. I don't think I'm gonna get my deposit back because of that smashed light bulb. The thing where it screws in is stuck in the socket, so I can't even it's not just a light bulb. Somebody has to get a pair of pliers and unscrew the thing. So I'm just gonna tell them that happened. I'm just gonna tell them, like, I don't want to let just housekeeping just find that, because then the forensic evidence is really obvious. You or your cat fucked up the thing you knocked over the lamp, and like I'd rather have them ding. Anyway, they've got a $75 deposit for me. I like how you fixed the community. Having kids as mods was bad. I see why I got banned, but the others were innocents. Retarded doesn't stop being a word just because doctors decided to start. Yeah. Well, also, there's no point in offensive words. Like, I don't use racist words in here much, or like sexist language, because you never know who's just hearing you for the first time is going to be like, oh, this motherfucker's a racist because he used the N-word. But that's the only reason, is I don't want people to worry that I'm some kind of monster. I'm not. I don't know. The guy in the wheelchair is usually the guy making the jokes about being a Crip. Also, the guy in a wheelchair is always feeling up a girl at the bar and trying to start a fight. Like, always the guy in the wheelchair is like, come at me, motherfucker, hit me, I'm in a fucking wheelchair. Like, always. They join the stream not knowing you're just joking around. Right. I don't want to be the black dude who wanders by right when I use the N-word saying something political or funny, and then they got to watch for half an hour waiting for the other shoe to drop, or a week or a year. Like, that works that way in the real world too. Like, that's the reason to, like, it's not because you're being polite. Like, who cares about being polite? Do you think I can unscrew that part of the light bulb that's stuck in there with this is the only tool I have. I had to buy this. I'm tempted to buy a pair of pliers. Except I just came back from the Walmart. Can you define your life in one word? Debacle. That's it. Unnecessary. Quagmire. Quagmire's a good one. Quagmire fits. Oh wait, let me not do that yet. All right, I got that. I got a bunch of change. A lighter. I got a roll of pennies. I was so organized. I'm so organized. Oh, I've got change in my pocket. I've got the key that you use to pop the thing out of the cell phone. I have one and I know where it is. How long do you think that's gonna last? The registration for the car. My wallet can actually just stay in the car. I have some Victory candy cigarettes. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. The candy cigarettes brand that is a reference to 1984 by George Orwell. I don't know where I was, where I saw the biggest truck stop in the world. I was like, holy shit, they still sell Victory candy cigarettes? Like, that's crazy. Take a potato. Wait, you can do it with a potato? I was just over at the Walmart. I gotta be out of here in an hour and a half. The deposit's $75. If I could get it out of there, that would matter. That might matter. It's just 10 minutes hassle for their handyman. I don't know if they'll charge me for it. Like, I thought about it for like an hour. A potato? The fuck? Knox, how are you? How are you? All right, is this all? What happened to those damn paper towels? Right over here. Let me get this gross business cleaned up. There. That can go in there. Let's get that. And that. You're confused. Any one decision that you can change in your past life, making your today better. I wouldn't make them. I wouldn't make them. You go to war with the army you have, not the army you wish you had, and the army you have is you now. You don't want to fuck with the timeline. Don't even think about trying to fuck with the timeline. What? Like, the first thing that occurs to me when you say that is, don't get women pregnant. I wouldn't have my two crazy daughters fucking up my life right now. Who knows what was meant to happen because of that? Red is the most wonderful thing in the world. Her art, her music, when she's not fucking up my life, she's the most amazing person I've ever met. Don't second guess your decisions. Just learn from them. If guilt or regret haunt you because of bad decisions, that's supposed to be part of what you carry going forward. Oh, CK New Jersey, don't send donos right now. Thank you, but I need the cash for the road trip. Send money to the Cash App link. Every dollar counts now. Donos come in a month and a half later, and we're stuck on the road right now. I don't have, you don't like me quoting Rumsfeld? I quote him all the time, Vladimir Putin. Are you referring to your own military circumstances? Let's see. I really want the bottles of water to be somewhere else because I'm going to put the kitty litter there later. All right, let me put this in my pocket. Oh, don't move that, Rogan. Also, is there a way to change the... Okay, does anyone know, this is an iPhone. Does anyone know how I change the size of the font on the iPhone so that I can see the chat bigger? Because I need that. Like, I can see it clearly if I do this. When I'm on the highway, it's fairly safe for me to do that, but I'm not gonna be, I can't really stay locked in on the chat. Like, it's gonna be really impossible for me. The fuck, I didn't ask for that. There's shit on every hand you shook. 3 fingers pointing at you. Where are you driving to today? I'm setting out to drive all the way to Ithaca, New York, but I definitely don't have the gas to do it. So I'm 250 shy of gas. I'm also gonna want a hotel room at some point. I now am set up to set the cats loose in the car. So having a hotel room is not the same level of essential, but I feel like I can be exhausted enough to take a nap and then get away with taking a nap in the car about twice. Like, I think I can get there without a hotel room, but it's a 44-hour drive, so it's 4 days, for sure. I only have enough gas I have $200. I don't know, it's not enough gas for sure. Search font or text in the settings, see what comes up. I've done that a bunch of times, nothing does. There's gotta be a way to do it that I just haven't found. One of my nice shirts just trying to escape from my laundry. I have 2 carrying cases for the cats that Tina gave me, like that are nice and they're separate, so the cats can ride separately. They didn't like it. They don't like it. They did not like it one bit. Zoe did not want to be separated from Pyewacket. They don't like riding in the same case, but they really do not like riding in 2 separate cases. Let's see. Red left an awesome pillow she got somewhere, so that'll be useful when we're on the road. And I have my pillows. There's that blanket. So I have a whole clear ass back seat. Now this unhitches and folds down, but I haven't done it yet. Man, it's gross. It needs cleaning. By the way, in the back window, that's the Roganautica poster that's rolled up back there, and that's my skull from the Gobblefoot shoot. I got 1 sock for some reason. Look at the state of the trunk. Open settings, awesome. Oh my God, I'm so glad I caught that. Hold on. Open settings, tap display and brightness. Tap text size. Okay, hold on. Thank you so much, Jim. Oh my God, it worked. That is awesome. Now, unfortunately, it's not showing. There isn't a way to let the chat roll up across the whole screen, as far as I can tell. Archive of Veils. Thank you. Though I caught the other one. Why do people's first comment is just shit talking? I don't know, but yeah, it's good for engagement. You guys have seen at times I hate jelly beans. I mean, I'll eat them if there's nothing else. I'm probably gonna be stuck eating jelly beans on the road. Why should people give you money the rest of us have to work for? Does this look like this isn't work? Are you kidding me? Is Ithaca the right play? Yes, Chad. Yep. I talked at great length to the guy. He knows Red fairly well. My next move after that is this campground in Illinois. All right. Okay, so this is much better, but I'm not gonna be able to, I'm not going to be able to read every comment. I didn't see police dude. Hey, police dude. All right. I'm gonna unplug for a second. Go into the room. Get some more things together in the room. I've got my other phone. My wallet is stowed. How you doing? What a pretty dog. I can get that light bulb out with half a potato. Okay, are you guys saying I should really go to the store for the potato? Really? Because then I can be like, my cat cleaned up, broke a leg, but I cleaned it up. And that is, it's unreasonable for them to charge me for the deposit. I think the guys are like, the owner's an Indian guy, they seem really nice. So I think they would be like, yeah, we're gonna screw you on the cost for the light bulb, but they wouldn't keep the whole 75. But it would be like, the light bulb and labor is 35. So I assume you shove that, like, why would you have to cut it in half? Because you put the whole thing down over it? Is that what you're saying? Second test of the maps on the second phone. I got an hour to do this, guys. I can probably ask them for a late checkout, though. I'd rather waste time talking to you guys than grocery outlet. I saw this one. Are they going to be open, though? Are they going to have potatoes is the real question. You know what? Grocery outlet maybe does not look like a place that has actual potatoes. No, it says produce on their front side. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to buy a whole fucking bag of potatoes. I probably will have to buy a whole fucking bag of potatoes. It's back across that bridge, too. Everything is back across that bridge. That's the only thing that sucks about this particular Motel 6. It's this weird 5-mile drive to anything. Aberdeen, you can just buy single ones depending on the store, but should be, yeah. All right. I was wrong that this allows me to read the chat. What's with the spuds? It's good to see my best friend. Yeah, okay, I can sort of keep up with the chat better. I want the font even bigger, but then if it rolls at all, I will 8 lines. And each comment is at least 2 because each line is only like 3 or 4 words. So usually the first line is just So yeah, we don't have enough gas money to get there. I am now equipped to let, you can't make chat bigger. I did, but you can't make it cover more of the screen. I don't think you can do that. Somebody walked me through changing the size of the font in settings. It's funny because my old man eyes have adjusted to, like, it helps a little bit. I still have to be squinty to see the chat at all. I see hi Rogan, I don't see who that is. Richard, hey, what's up? Yeah, see, that's just what I just did. That's the old man eyes thing. That's how long it took me to focus. Like literally how long it took my eyes to focus on what that says. Like in theory, I can see it clearly, but that's why you see old men do this thing like that. It's like, it's just projecting what's going on behind their eyeballs. Yeah, line is like 5 or 6 words if they comment a longer comment, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to my driving right now while I'm in street traffic. This is good for when I'm on the highway. I also, does anyone know how cruise control works on this Pontiac G6? I have cruise control controls and I do not know how to set them. I have no idea how to set them. If somebody can apprise me of how this works. I tried to mess with it on the run on the road and I just kept drifting towards a halt and I don't like, I mean, maybe it's me. I don't know. The car's got so many little things that are broken that it might be the car. Pay attention to the road, idiot. Pay attention to your dick, jackass. Oh, you can't find it. Well, pay better attention, man. Where is your dick? Good God, man. Where is it? Where is your dick, man? Somebody deleted that. Sunshine Girl, how are you? You really should get your cataracts done. I mean, I don't have any medical, my teeth have been falling out for 10 years and they've been refusing to even look at my teeth because I have high blood pressure. They're like, you have to take maintenance medications that make you suicidal first before we do anything else. That's how they keep from having to cover anything. Here's a maintenance med you need for a basic condition all middle-aged people have. It makes you suicidal, so we know you're not gonna take it. You have to take it. Oh man. Buckling your seatbelt is really bad for you generally, guys. I don't know if you know that. Statistically, it's a one-on-one correspondence between wearing your seatbelt turns you into vegetables trapped in a hospital bed on maintenance treatment rather than a corpse. when I was doing work for Freezer Burn, the movie. I had to talk to a medical examiner at great length about some medical stuff. For you will all be responsible. I should hope so, and you as well. It's the law. Yeah, I know. That's why I got to do it. Somebody will pull me over. Your medical system is so fucked up. Yeah, Mr. Vancouver. What happened was the doctors lobbied for seatbelts to be mandatory so that they could get paid to take care of the cripples who weren't killed because they made seatbelts mandatory. All that wearing a seatbelt does statistically is put you in a hospital bed as a vegetable with your limbs mangled, your brain destroyed, instead of dead. It's a one-on-one correspondence almost. According to medical examiner Herbert West, who was the medical examiner for Forest County when I wrote Freezer Burn. He was like, you look at the stats, and what happened is literally the number of people who are killed in car crashes dropped by the number of people who are completely turned into vegetables and a useless burden on society. It was like, look, the medical professionals, that's what they want. They make money on that. You're not allowed to unplug and kill your useless relative after that. You have to keep paying them. The insurance company has to keep paying them. It's a scam. Seatbelts are a scam. A life-destroying scam. You heard one thing and fit your narrative and believe it. I'm believing a medical examiner. You might have been talking to somebody else about that. It's the dang law. Yeah, I'm wearing the seatbelt. But I'm saying it's bad for you. You shouldn't. You would rather not wear a seatbelt. The one time I was in a head-on collision, no, I was in 2 head-on collisions, but the time the guy tried to commit suicide, in a head-on collision with me, like I was unconscious for a second when the airbag went off. And I woke up crumpled in the corner over here, like with the car drifting and on fire, or about to burst, like something was burning. It's me, Alex. I changed my username. I am gonna miss half the comments, guys, because I'm driving. All right, there's a cop. Everybody. Oh, thank you, Mr. Vancouver. Don't get scared. Yeah, just play it cool. You can get a ticket for holding the phone while you're driving. There's a cop in the second Final Destination. Maybe I'm just paranoid. I mean, well, I don't want the cats to get injured. I mean, I don't want to be alive at all, but I don't want the cats injured. I guess I wouldn't want the trauma of a sudden death on YouTube Live to happen on my watch. I'd be in one of Nick Crowley's videos. That would be awesome. You just watch, yeah, weren't we talking about the original Final Destination from 2000, like yesterday? When I started doing those year-by-year movie lists, the first thing I did, I went through every year of the 80s, watching the most popular movies of the year, like, well, not popular. I had a complicated metric I used to rank them with a lot of weird math in it. All I saw was head off and went through the windshield. Yeah, no, but you'd rather be dead than crippled, is my point. You'd rather be dead than crippled. Don't wear your seatbelt, and you get better outcomes. I mean, yeah, it's illegal, so I can't actually tell. In fact, I disavow. Don't listen to me. In fact, I just made it up. You know what? I'm high on legal drugs within limits for driving purposes, and you shouldn't trust anything about me but my driving. Yeah, it was like when I was on the road, and I was doing those long videos where I was holding it the other day. For one thing, you can see my right arm now is visibly more muscled up than my left arm, which is kind of amazing. I'm sorry I'm ignoring the chat. Like I said, when I'm on the highway, I'll be able to pay attention to the chat more. You guys are talking about car accidents. I would have just earned himself a prison sentence. I mean, I could get a ticket here. I don't know what, for recommending you not wear your seatbelt. I'd get put in jail. Really? We don't have... They only use cops in prisons to fuck with who they want to now here. The police are utterly incompetent. You can't even bribe them to do the right thing. You can't hand a cop $100 to write something up for you, like you can in, say, Mexico. Like, it's just the entire system is ruined. Police don't do anything here but shoot black kids in the back and lie about it. Like, that's all they do. Break up domestic disputes you should have worked out by yourself and then charge you $5,000 each for breaking it up. And lock you up in jail for a couple of days to make sure you pay that. It's great. Fucking weirdo. Thank you. Thank you. Fucking your mom, you mean? I do fuck your mom. She's really young for me, but I fuck her anyway, and she'd get sad. How can this possibly be the way to where I'm going? This town does not make sense. Aberdeen, Washington is one of those places. I don't know. It's like this in New England some. Between it's really the bodies of water. Like, I don't know where the creeks and lakes and stuff are. Way too distracted behind the wheel. Yeah, so on the highway, I was weaving and bobbing a good bit because I was distracted by the phone. Like you... Thanks for the summary, Chad. Thank you. Okay, so by the way, I'm gonna say again, like whenever somebody catches up with it with me, I do not know how to run the cruise controls on this car. I don't know if they work. I meant to ask the mechanic while I was standing next to him. The car is a warrior. The car is gonna make it. I feel a little less steady than the car, but I have your goodwill and the need for the cats to be safe to sustain me. All right, potato, and probably I don't need a pair of pliers because I'm getting a potato. That's what you guys are saying, right? Seems like there's some kind of odd design flaw between my knee and the car where every now and then the hood is popped. I think I'm somehow popping it with my, press the steering wheel and then set. There's 5 buttons there. I don't know which button sets it. There's nothing on the buttons to, I mean, there are little symbols on them, but I can't figure out what they mean. The slow automatic. All right, do I need anything else while I'm here? I got water. You know what? I need my wallet. I left it in the car. Pardon me? Hey, police dude, I'm not sure why you still... Like, you know you think people hate you when they don't, like, all the time. Just keep pouring oil in the G6. Oh my God, I gotta check the oil. That's just running, so I gotta wait a minute. God damn it. Back at the hotel. I will do that. Hold on. Yeah, all of this is distracting me a little from getting out of the hotel room. Obviously. But I can ask them for a late checkout. It's more important to have you guys here. I mean, it literally is like you guys are paying for the privilege of accompanying me on the entire road trip by paying for the gas. And then, yeah, if the couple of times there's been a disaster, you guys were right on top of sending me money to take care of it. Yeah. And one of those times it was not a rando, it was a regular fan, but like when the flat tire happened, like a guy I've known for like 40 years just turned up and threw in like 200. Okay, this door opened before. I don't understand. How you doing? All right, potato. Probably gonna get ask ChatGPT. I can't figure out how to get ChatGPT to work. I've been trying to set up a thing. Like I want to do the thing where I have a bot friend that is like my co-pilot and hang out with it on stream. Meat, potatoes. No, I am in the right place. One potato, right? Yeah, they only have bags of potatoes. That's what I thought. It's like the way it is at most grocery stores now. I'm tempted to just steal one and run. Yeah, there's no loose potatoes. That's all the produce they have. That's the kind of place this is. How much? Oh, I lied. Looky here. There we go. All right, do I want a long, narrow one? I'm gonna get an average one. There we go. Don't do that. Don't run. At least in Mississippi, I was sure the police were watching in such a way that, like, for instance, I never took a bottle down to that cemetery by the trailer. Hold on. Why is he picking up a potato? That's what they told me to do, man. Because it's cheaper than a pair of pliers. This bag doesn't have an open end. I'm gonna get in trouble for this music. Oh my God. La 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 la, we're not hearing music. La 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 la. I'm ruining the music. It's not copyrighted. Please don't come for me. Please don't come at me. I know I said the other night that everything is free if you're fast enough. I mean, oh, is that what you meant? How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
I'm okay. If this'll fix the lamp. Somebody told me, so I had a light bulb break so that the part that screws in.
Oh yeah.
You know the trick. So yeah, somebody.
That's supposed to work. Yeah.
Get a bag of potatoes that are easy to microwave. Hotel. That would still be more expensive than.
Chip in.
Oh, I'm doing the wrong end. I'm fine. I'm fine to drive. Do I want cash back? I'm on a road trip and I don't want cash for the machines on the road anymore because it's like $4 a soda now.
Where are you on a road trip to?
I'm driving to Ithaca, New York.
You're driving to Ithaca?
Yeah, 44 more hours.
Have fun.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Whatever that song was straight plagiarized from Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult. Like, that was kind of egregious. I did retreat all the glass is super clean because I retreated the front windshield with the Rain X stuff. There's no rainbows. I'm in. Yeah. This is Kurt Cobain's hometown. It shows. Also, that's not my car. Oh, it's over here. I went the wrong way. Here we go. I'm on. Yeah, I'm sorry that the video quality is going to be low for today. I have some some like higher definition data left on the new phone. But it's not going to be enough to run. I mean, I don't know how much is left, like probably 5 or 6 hours, but I want to save it for when I get to Ithaca so I can do some IRL streams in Ithaca. Is the Rain X working well? Well, I did a second treatment of it, and this is the first time I've seen rain falling on it. When Red did it, she didn't even bother to clean the windshield. She just sort of smeared it all over like it was, yeah, she did a categorically half-assed job, and it still worked really well. But at one point, you guys saw if you were with me, it did rain hard enough that it was just like, whoa, there's no driving with this going on. And I was afraid to get on the interstate, like on the way up, for that actual reason. Swell Entertainment's a YouTuber I follow. Just posted a video called, Why Are People Still Buying Courses? Because people have money to spend, want to spend it. They need value. It's part of the reason people spend money in here, actually. Like, I mean, it's both charitable and you get entertainment out of it, but it's because people who have disposable income, it's literally disposable. You're supposed to put the money back in. You're not supposed to do anything but spend it, and there aren't good things to spend it on. Like, it's like, I mean, it's rarely as bad as the fictional character Patrick Bateman buying multiple copies of his favorite albums, because that's all he... If you haven't read American Psycho, the fictional character Patrick Bateman, the yuppie serial killer, he, when he's bored, he goes to Tower Records and buys multiple extra copies of his favorite albums so he can enjoy buying them again. Better donate to Rogan than... Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like your entertainment value. I mean, I don't think most people, like Americans are trained because the machine wants you to fear and loathe paying taxes so that the rich people can get away with bullshit. Am I on a one-way street again? In terms of being taxed. So the rich people can hoard money they're never going to spend. They've got the average guy convinced that his money is his fucking money and he shouldn't spend it to help fucking anybody unless they're worthy or whatever that is. But it's natural to be somewhat charitable. It's natural and normal to assuage your guilty conscience about the world being a terrible place by giving away 10 or 20% of the money floating around in your pockets to whoever needs it on the fly as you go. You give it to your church, you give it to a homeless guy in the street, you worry about whether he's going to spend it on crack. Usually you're giving money to the same homeless guy in your neighborhood. Makes you feel better. You're paying to feel better. The average American feels guilty about feeling better in that exact way for those reasons, because they've been trained to hate the idea that some people get something for nothing. Like, to the extent where they'll parse what the meaning and value of that nothing you're paying for is. Like, it's amazing that people would come in here and be like, why would you give this guy money? Because he's here on the thing. What do you mean? Like, I don't... Dude's interesting and says interesting things and does interesting things. Yeah, there's sure. You could also pay to see the Odyssey. It's more expensive, depending on what you spend on it. You just watched Psycho the other night. Have you seen that before, Police Dude? Or did you see it because we've been talking about it a lot in here? Don't worry about being sorry. Yeah, tax rates used to be a lot. Yeah, the whole idea that you should keep your money and you shouldn't be taxed. Remember, if they fix the tax system the right way, nobody making under $3 million a year is going to pay a dime more effectively. And nobody should ever pay more in a way that actually affects their standard of living. They should tax property more than cash. They shouldn't tax cash at all, actually. Like, I feel like if you actually spend the money, then it's your money. And it never gets taxed. If you hoard the money, then it should be taxed. If you just put it in a bank account and sit on it like a dragon with a pile of gold, that should be taxed. Any money you hand out or spend or invest should never be taxed. But I'm not an economist, so I don't know why they... I mean, the problem is that most rich people, they actually do just want to hoard money. They want to bury money in bags in the yard. And you watched it because we talked about it? Land should be... I'm radical about land, Nate Stevens. I don't believe in land ownership. I feel like land ownership is a scam, intrinsically. That the government should steward land. in a complex way that just basically means all the land has been eminent domained and then leased back to you. Like you should have the right to work and live for free on land where you actually work and live. Other than that, it's leases, but it should be the protectorate of the state, because you can't trust landowners. They won't take care of the property. They charge people too much of it. They do things like board up houses and then sell them to Arabs for investment mechanisms. I really shouldn't talk about politics in here. I wish I could go into politics. We're already paying an insane amount in property taxes. Yeah, police dude, one thing is, I favor the libertarian fair tax idea. Not because it is actually fair, which people always are obsessed over, it's not fair. I just feel like if you actually work out what the state needs to run itself and then reverse engineer to a flat tax, anyone who's a working person is gonna pay less money. Like, it's just gonna, the tax system is so egregiously weighted against the poor and for the rich right now that a flat tax will be a leveling influence. It's gonna be nice when UBI hits in a few years. UBI, what's that? So what do you think of Psycho, Police Dude? I actually don't like it very much for a truly great movie, if that makes sense. I think it's quiet and dated and intentionally ugly, mean-spirited, slow. I like it more the more I watch it, though. It's such a famous movie that I'm sorry, that you, I didn't realize that guy had a stop sign. I was waiting for him to go. I couldn't see the stop sign. Like, I didn't, universal basic income, yeah, yeah. Oh, well, it's necessary now. One thing that, because of macroeconomic, like, and because of the macroeconomy and because the economy's gone entirely international, you know how the immigration system is broken just so certain elements can refuse to pay. Like, they don't have to pay for healthcare or social security or like minimum wage or basic benefits for these immigrants. And that's why the immigration system's broken. They're doing it on purpose. Worldwide, our country is doing that to the rest of the world. In other countries, the developed countries, we have a standard of living because the global south does not. There need to be universal standards for human rights, housing, healthcare. Income is a different thing, but the easiest way to do that is guaranteed basic income. Like, that's just the easiest mechanism. But like, Americans really hate the idea. This is insane. Why are my directions doing this? Look at what my directions are doing. What is that? This does not make any sense at all. I was never over here before. It's telling me to loop around and go back over that bridge now. Hold on, I gotta pay attention to this. I'm sorry, but I will not give my money. Okay, the government prints your money. It's not your money. Money is a mechanism by which the government allows you to do anything. It's not your money. You're part of a system whereby money has to flow through you. Nobody owns anything. When you die, you lose everything. You come into the world with nothing. So your national, you're thinking of it as your money, and people getting away with stuff that's free or stuff they haven't earned is sort of the wrong framework. People who are gaming these systems that's always going to happen. Any system that hands out a living to anyone is going to have like a problem with people gaming it and screwing it. And then you have to pay for cops to patrol the system. That's always going to happen. We have that now. We food stamp fraud. I mean, there's all kinds of food stamp fraud that. I mean, if you have a system built like that works, then there's certain kinds of fraud that are built in, and if you're not a part of it, you don't even see how it can do people good when it seems criminal facially. Like, I don't understand. Did I just go? Oh, I just went the wrong way over the bridge, I think is what happened. I want to go to the Mermaid Museum. There's a sign for a mermaid museum. Yeah, like there's always going to be the so-called welfare queens. Like there's nothing you can do about that. But it is worth saying that even there, some of the fraud that people engage in ends up being positive and constructive for society and the world larger than just themselves. Because when you hand people shit, they spend it. They put it back into the economy. Economically, what you need is the money to flow. If people are not wealthy enough to hoard resources, then it doesn't matter if the wrong people have the resources to a certain extent. That's just the way of the world. Is the food stamp fraud in the room with us? So what I was going to say about that is, did you hit the road again? I'm about to. I have to go left over here? This town, this map does not make any sense at all. Rogan imposter. You forgot to put your seatbelt on. Thank you. I argued about it earlier, but like, I don't normally wear a seatbelt. I'm only doing it because it looks bad for the show. Like I would rather get killed than injured. So, with the cats in the car, I suppose I would not rather get killed than injured. But I mean, if it's one or the other, please. I have no insurance and nobody cares about me enough to take care of me if I become non-functional. So, please and thank you, just kill me now. Negative income tax. I haven't filed I have negative income tax because my income was probably less than $15,000 last year. Like they're gonna send me money back. I just haven't filed my taxes yet. Most years when they send me money back, I have not filed my taxes because I don't want them giving me free money. Because I'm that much of a libertarian, actually. But like I'm enough of a libertarian that I, in my heart, believe that I should have been put to sleep because I was crippled for a while. Like that's wrong, and I wouldn't preach such twisted cant in this space, but it's how I feel in my heart. Like I've already been proven useless and should have been rendered, defenestrated, rendered, stricken from the record. I am drinking all the half-empty bottles of water that Red and I strewed all over the floor. I hate to do it, but I might just leave the phone here for a minute while I load up the car. Yeah, I want to keep up with the chat. This is really depressing and frightening, and without you guys here, it would not only be physically impossible, like I wouldn't have the money for the gas, but the fear and sadness would be utterly overwhelming. Thank you for distracting me. Yeah, it's a fancy app. We broke. I'm sure they're going to want to charge me for the light bulb. I think women and children should be helped, but there's a part of me that wants men to suffer if it's the price. We shouldn't want anyone to suffer. That's just atavistic. We should want to help even the worst people. I mean, suffering is... I think the death penalty is warranted in some circumstances. I'm not against soldiers killing in war. Suffering is a different thing. Any kind of suffering. Prison is... I don't think I mean, the idea that we should abolish prison, the wild, like, DSA idea, I don't know what their stand is on it. But, yeah, life is suffering. You're probably right. Yeah, Nate, that's how I feel about it, too. I'm probably right. I'd like to think what I'm saying is correct, right? I'm saying what I should say. I've not checked the oil. Oh, my God. Let me turn the car off. Thank you. 20 minutes. Okay, 10:37. I'm going to check the oil and the fluids. Somebody try to remind me. Thank you, Barton. See, I need you guys here. All right. I got to cut the potato in half. Is that what I'm being told? Got my wallet. Got my keys. All right. Let's see. Check out the pretty doggy. What a good doggy. Look, you're going to break my neck, maple girl. Maple syrup girl. I don't think you should do that. I'm the one driving. I don't know what that means in this context. I suddenly don't have the car keys, but I did just turn the car off. What? because I stopped to take a picture of the dog. I dropped them in the car. What happened to your neck, maple syrup girl? You all right? Potato. Cute. You slept wrong and you can't move your neck? Sophie, what you do is 10 seconds each. You go like this with your arms hanging loose by your sides. Then you go like this. And then you go like this. But your shoulders, you keep them straight and you go like this. And you do that 10 seconds each for like a few minutes. It hurts to do that, yeah, and then it'll loosen up. Hello, Zoe. How's my kitties? You gonna be all right with the road today, Pie Wacket? Yeah, it's gonna be better this time, girls. Zoe, you're a monster, and I'll have to pick up your damage right now. Did I make it home? No. Then you wipe your head back and forth very quickly. That is not a good idea. I love you, Zoe. You're a good kitty. All right, the lamp. Let's see. I got 41 minutes to get out of the room. This shirt might be the oldest, rattiest shirt I own. I don't really own long sleeve shirts. I have a few nice ones from my... Okay, so you guys are saying, cut it in half. That right there is a little bit of an issue. I do have a knife here somewhere. Let's see. Tweezers. I'll cut it with tweezers. I'll cut it with a bottle opener. I used to have a better knife. I really did. Red gave me a really awesome pocket knife. Red is always carrying it. This is all I got now. Red is always carrying it. All right, presumably cutting it in half means I need a flat surface, right? All right, you can't. Boy, why is this so hard? It's like a soap opera. Thank you. And I always tell people, just because I'm making a show of my private life doesn't mean that you're an asshole for enjoying it like it's entertainment. Like don't feel bad for that. Thanks for being here. You're awesome. Yeah, people seem to think because you have a prurient interest, it must be, therefore negative. Like you're a mean, heartless person who doesn't care. It's like assuming that because you enjoy watching bodies dragged out of car crashes, you hate people. If you can't cut it, okay, so that goes over the thing. That's why it would be cut in half, right? Cut it with your glasses. Maple syrup girl, I need you to stop fucking with me while I'm doing real things. You've got to stop doing that. It's not funny. I don't enjoy when things go wrong. Yeah. You watch to see if the train's gonna wreck. So I put this down over the thing, right? Come on, somebody tell me. You guys told me to buy a potato. I've got 39 minutes now. Tick, tick. All right, I'm gonna just jam it onto there because nobody's here to tell me not to, right? Dude, if you guys led me wrong and I'm screwing it up, how do I do this? It's not working. Okay, where are the people who told me to do this with this potato? Somebody tell me what to do. I need to do this in the next 4 minutes. Where are the people who told me to do this? I thought you had a microwave. In the room I do. Yeah. Shove it up in the socket and then turn. How far? Like, that wasn't far enough? I don't see how this works. I think you've just fucked up the lamp, you guys. You guys, I think you just fucked up the lamp and now I'm not gonna get my $75 deposit. Gotta heat it up first. Motherfucker! I needed to get out of here in half an hour. Press down the cut side, that's what I was doing, and now it's fucked up and it's got potato all over it. Look. Right? Well, it's plugged in, so it's burning. That doesn't help. Dude, look what has happened now. All right, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Now I am gonna lose the $75 deposit. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Is this just bullshit? I don't see what's funny either. You guys just took $75 out of my hands. What is this? Yeah, wait, so. I could have bought a pair of pliers and done this instead of ruining the lamp. You guys are retarded. I'm really going to lose the deposit now. The guys at the hotel actually watched the stream too, you guys. Who are the idiots who told you to do this? Yeah, Barton did, and some other people, 3 or 4 people. You pieces of shit. You're pieces of shit. I have $200 to get to Ithaca. What the fuck are you doing? Quit being retards at me. Clean it up, don't say a word about it. Why did you tell me to do it? If it was tricky at all and a problem at all. What is wrong with you? So I can't just not say a word about it. They watched the stream. God damn, man. I have to be honest when I do things. Like, I have to be. That's how this works. It's all right, girls. I don't know. The potato was singeing when I lit the lamp up just now, you guys. It was doing that, yes. Get my fucking knife. Also, the potato is going to be in the trash here. So they will clearly see what I did and tried to do. I don't know why you people are so fucking retarded. No, 3 different people were like, yeah, you just fix it with a potato. So I just assumed there was an easy way to do it. And it wasn't like some internet rumor somebody was just coming up with or something. Like, okay. The fuck, man? I could have bought pliers while I was over there. And fixed this. In fact, I kind of have to now. Not enough glass for the potato to affix to. I don't. Nobody said that it had to be a certain way. Why didn't you say that to begin with? If it was like that, say, show me the thing so I can see if it'll work. Come on, man. Why do you think I would have needed pliers if I could have done it with just my... It's like this, you guys. It's all the way broken. It's broken off right at the edge of the metal. Broken off right at the edge of the metal, okay? Using a knife to do it was not working right because it's broken off right at the edge of the metal. This is your fault, Tony. Why are you always so bad, man? Obviously, it said needle nose pliers and not, if not a raw dry. So they got the idea from online. I was going to go buy needle nose pliers, and you people told me a potato would work better. What the fuck, man? That's exactly what I was gonna do. And somebody, like 3 people were like, go buy a potato. The bulb must be screwed in tight. How did it break? The cat knocked it over. Zoe knocked it over. Yeah, they're not gonna keep my deposit if I tell them. Pair of pliers while unplugged, that's what I was gonna do. And then 3 people in here told me to buy a potato instead. And there's a grocery store closer than a hardware store. God damn, now I gotta be out of here in 31 minutes. Yeah, maybe they won't charge me for the deposit. I just don't fucking, man, next time somebody's giving me a retard idea, somebody in here tell them it's retarded, please, so that I get, a minority report, and I don't just go with what the first 3 people said when they agreed. If 3 people tell me something, I'm gonna believe them. Don't do that to me. Don't let them do that to me. Come on, you guys warned me about John Porky. I had plenty of warning about him. You can't warn me about shoving a potato into a lamb. It's the ones who told me are not the problem. The ones who didn't warn me that it might be fucked up are the problem. If you were sitting there and you were like, that sounds like a dumb idea, look that up first. Please, it works. It didn't work. Dumb fuck. You just watched. It didn't work because it's too wedged in. And then somebody said, yeah, what you do is you use the pliers first. And then if the pliers won't work, well, nobody told me that. The fuck, dude? All right. Let's see. All right, the cats are going to have to go in the box. I hate it. All right. You guys get to see Pi and Zoe happy one last time before we go. Calm down and just tell them the truth. I'm going to. No, I think they'll just give me they're just going to charge me for the bulb. But if I made a mess of it, yeah, it must have worked for some. The thing was wedged, I couldn't get it out of there. It wasn't like I'm stupid about getting the thing out of there. I stuck my fingers in it to unscrew it with it unplugged like a fucking normal human fucking being, and then I needed pliers. I didn't know the advice was, if the pliers don't work, then what the fuck? If the pliers don't work, throw the fucking lamp out. All right, here's Pi and Zoe. I'm about to throw them in the box. They like it when I'm animated. Pi likes it when I'm lit. They're ready for the road trip, but they hate the box. They don't know that they're going to be allowed to get out of the box this time. To a certain extent, they will get out of the box. Let me see how I do this. I got to put them in both at once because the other one will get away from me. I know. There we go. I have nicer carriers, 2 separate ones. They don't like it. Could have also used Google. I have my chat. I asked my chat. You guys watch me in real time learning from the chat. That's how this works. If you guys are wrong, then I will hold you to account. We're a team. You're my backup. No, they're not particularly unhappy about the box. The potato thing works if there's enough glass on the bulb still to be grabbed by the potato, except I told you guys it broke off at the glass. There was no glass, or I would have gotten it up out of there. You don't have to scream at us and call us dumb, no, but it's on brand and on point that I do. I scream at you and call you dumb all the time. It's Look, at least I'm not accusing you of raping me, all right? Come on, you get worse from marshals sometimes, all right? Have you come heading back towards the Midwest? I'm about to do it. I didn't suggest it. I'm just saying they probably were trolling. No, I don't think they were trolling. No, Ghoulies Grotto, really the problem is, that seems like a you problem. Well, then why are you here? Let's just get rid of you. Let's give you a 24-hour timeout. How's that? So you can think about what you've done. No, they weren't trolling. I'm just being snappish. Should you take 3 more Tylenol? When was the last? Don't take 3 every 2 hours if you're going nuts, but that's still a bit much. Yeah, I've got 27 minutes to get out of here. If I wasn't a retard who fucks things up, I wouldn't be asking the chat for advice on the fly. This is structurally built in. You guys are my support team and my support network. You've insisted you get needle nose pliers. You missed your chance. Oh my God. That's what I was trying to, the Walmart was closer than a hardware store. So that's, yeah, I was going to get the pliers. Like, it's all it needs, yeah, is needle nose pliers. I don't have any tools. I know, guys. Yeah. Well, I got all the potato off the thing, and hopefully it'll be dry enough by the time they plug it in. It won't shoot sparks. That's good enough, right? That's all we ask from life, is that things not shoot sparks when you plug them in. Walmart is a hardware store, for the record. Go back and get the pliers. It's too late now. I only had time to drive over there once. Checkout is in 27 minutes. Also, that grocery store I went to, Walmart's further away, but yeah. The grocery store I went to was closer. Yeah, everyone had good intentions. I'm just saying, you guys, if you guys see me taking advice that's bad on the fly in the moment like that, yeah, blow me up. 4 people should have been like, try pliers first. Because I would have been like, I don't have pliers here. And I was thinking that. And they would have been like, yeah, we were all assuming that you tried the pliers first. Yeah, everyone had good intentions. I'm just snappish. So I'm busy. Don't be pussies about me yelling at you. Take some deep breaths. Calm. How did they convince you to go for the potato? Because 3 people said it right in a row, Nate. And then nobody said, don't do that. Like, that's... like, everyone said it like that was just the thing you do. Like, yeah. Everyone said it like that's just how it's done. That's just what you do. All right. And nobody was like, hold on. Rogan, go downstairs and tell management the bulb broke. Oh, yeah, no. It's either they're going to give me, they might charge me for, yeah, they'll be fine if I tell them. Yeah, everyone in here who said don't tell them. For one thing, the night guy is watching the streams. And he's friends with the owner. So they're already watching everything I do. I already told them I have 1 cat. So they might ding me on that. They might be like, we're watching your streams, brother. You had 2 cats. Like, but they seem like nice guys. They're not going to screw me for the whole 70 for that. But if I just left the mess and the guy who cleans up the room is like, yeah, when I got the needle nose pliers out, I could tell he tried to fix it with a potato. Like, I can't do any of that. Hold on. Also, you guys, when I snap, like you, like I'm a tense guy. I don't know what you guys are expecting. Okay, hold on. I need the poop scoop so that I can recover. Here's the part where I put all the cat dishes in with the cat food and then forget again like I did yesterday. I'm sorry I can't effectively point the phone at everything I'm doing while I'm getting ready to go. Don't tell hotel staff you stream. No, I have to because I have to warn them the ops are gonna call them. I have to tell them who I am everywhere I go because the vicious enemies will lie about me. I have to brief them and say these people call and they make up stories about my car being stolen or the FBI being after me, and I gotta tell them. Like, I have to tell them everywhere I go. I'm a hunted man. Like, I really am. It's really not cool, but it's where I am, and so that's, you go to war with the army you have. All right. Go ahead and smash your guitar, Rogan. Yeah, you guys don't usually see me first thing in the morning. Very animated is sort of how it... Yeah, I'm a little too tense. I'm usually pretty relaxed by the time you guys see me. I come at the world like it punched me in the face while I was still asleep. And for reasons, and the reasons is it did. I got hit. All right, let's do this. This can go over here. There we go. I'm never gonna find it again. Oh, also I haven't cleaned up the kitty litter yet. Hold on. Good idea, Rogan, but here's my dirty laundry. There's Red's tent. The books I'm reading on stream, I probably just broke it. Did you hear that? some car stuff that does not need to be there. The scoop I need, though it's broken. Oh, I shoved it up under the seat. Weed doesn't relax me very well these days, but yeah, I already ate part of a gummy. Let's see. The heating pad. Do you have Epsom salts? Epsom salts help usually. I got 21 minutes. This is actually timing out fairly well. I just can't go back for the pliers. I think Joey Fingers is right. They'll bounce back the whole 75. Or the guy's gonna be like typical and be like, yeah, I'm gonna charge him 25 for the light bulb. I mean those are the two options. Jake, how are you? Yes. Oh my god, I almost left my cool shoes. My favorite shoes. I just wanted to wear the lighter ones this time. Why not just drive to Walmart and buy a $2 light bulb? Because part of the light bulb is still wedged into the socket. Good idea, though. If it was like that, I would have just left it broken, yeah. I was just trying to fix it better than what Joey was just suggesting. I was trying to repair the damage without, like, you know, I mean, in theory, that was basically just normal wear and tear, right? I don't even know where I left the phone. Oh, right there. Let me do this. Would I ever dye my hair? No. Of course not. Then you couldn't tell how gray it is. Why would I do that? I like the way my hair is going gray. I think it looks really cool. All right, let's see. I did bring the dustpan back in, right? Or did I just threaten to? That's so weird. I'm not just being polite by sweeping up the kitty litter that's on the floor. Okay, I don't know what that bug is. I did not have a large live bug in my poop before. Caesar, thank you. I don't know what that is, but we don't have them outside Seattle. It's a Kurt Cobain is what that is. It's like an earwig without the earwig things. Huh, I don't want it. Anyway, yeah, the little bit of litter I'm cleaning up. For one thing, I'm doing housekeeping, a big thing. Nobody likes having to sweep up the kitty litter. But also, I can recycle the kitty litter that is not poop. Let's see, what day is today? Does somebody know? How would you even know? Is there a way to know that? Guitar. It's all right, folks. Let's see. This goes this. Goes. Okay, there's a guy checking out around the corner who straight up looks like he's in a band with me. Like, the guy, I'll see if I can get a shot of him. That car there, like the guy who got out of that car, he looks like he's probably about 10 years older than me, but his hair's a lot more gray, and it's kind of long, and it's dark hair, and he's got like a mustache that looks well taken care of, and he's wearing a black t-shirt, and he's got like a beer gut, and he's got this weird swagger, like maybe he's hiding a bad knee like I do. And I was like, I'm like 50 feet away. He got out of that car over there and walked around the corner, and I was like, that guy really looks like he plays guitar in my band, like, or bass, or he's the drummer. Actually, he's got sort of a John Bonham look. He looks like the drummer. I almost forgot this mouthwash, by the way, is why I have not been in the hospital with my teeth. This stuff is amazing. Dr. Titchener's peppermint mouthwash. It's ungodly strong. It helps red too. If you're the kind of person who's just not taking care of your teeth and they're falling apart all the time, like, this stuff has been a game changer for me. Like, I'm using this stuff instead of taking antibiotics every yeah, Diane. I'm gonna run into him again later and be like, say, don't I know you from somewhere? His trunk is open too right now. Like, he's doing exactly what I'm doing. He's just around the back. You're funny, please go bald. What? I think that guy, I think he had the thing going on where he has male pattern baldness, but he's just ignoring it, and he has long hair anyway. And he has hair down to here that looks pretty good, but it's a lot more gray and silver than mine. Cool looking guy. If I see him, I'm gonna yell at him. I'm gonna be like, hey, we look like we should be in a band together. My cousin is bald, but he's 28. My hairline was always really high. Agility, how are you? Yeah, I'm sorry I missed your call. I was on the phone with All Creatures, and it was an important conversation because he knows Red fairly well. So, like, I did not want to interrupt that conversation because he was talking. So we're watching for the guy, actually. He should come around that corner. You're 65 and have a full head of gray hair. Yeah, I don't know. One of the young girls just asked me if I would dye my hair. I don't like the look of dyed black hair. I like just getting old. Like, I'm good at getting old. I look good old. I mean, I don't know if it would be different if I was trying to chase younger women. I'm not. I don't have to. Like, I'm good at being an old guy. I'm a good-looking old guy. Go rainbow hair. That's not a bad idea. Green. I think the time that I got in trouble for dyeing my hair in high school, it was green. Knox, my boy. When I was 17, I got invited to be part of the student orchestra for a Boston Pops event with John Williams, celebrity conducting. There were like 300 high school kids invited to participate so they could expand the orchestra out to do Mahler. And I got invited. And so I got like a dead rabbit and I dyed it green. And then I got replaced by Rick Lohide, who's now a youth orchestra conductor in Texas. Classical music kids who can't make it as professional musicians end up being teachers. Like it's just like writing. Like your high school teacher who really cares about music, and you're like, why are you teaching high school? It's because they're just not a very good musician technically. They'll tell you like that's not. Where are you headed to? Agility. I'm going to Ithaca, New York, and I mean it's back your way anyway. So there's that. The guy in Ithaca is a friend of Rad's, and visit us. Where are you going to be? I did spend 2 days trying to scare up a good reason to stay in this area, so that I could postpone the drive back across. Yeah, and I'm down to $200. Like the. Ooga Booga translated as visit us? What language is that in? It's really weird. Ooga Booga is visit us? I do love men. Men built the world and the horrors it wreaks upon women and children. What's not to love? Hold on. Yeah, what Ooga Booga means visit us? So that's like some kind of vaguely racist joke, right? Like the black dudes in the jungle in old movies say ooga booga, right? Was that always? What language does that mean visit us in? Is that like originally like there's a bunch of black dudes dressed as tribals in some racist movie and they're going ooga booga, but what they're saying is, come over. Grab you a cold one out the fridge. Who's catfishing you now? This guy's not catfishing me. This guy's a known quantity. He knows Red fairly well in the real world. That's why I had a long conversation on the phone with him last night. We're FaceTime, actually. So, no, this guy's... And if he weren't, all the other places I could go that are emergency backup plans are in that corner of the Midwest facing up into New England and New York. I have deep ties in Massachusetts. It's just ridiculously expensive to live in Massachusetts, and all my friends have kids and houses full of people. So, oh yeah, Ithaca's in the Odyssey. Also, agility, the Odyssey is a journey there and back that takes way too long. It's the same pattern. Man, have you seen the Odyssey yet? I'm really disappointed in it. I wish it was better. You guys are gonna have to listen to me take a leak. I'm sorry. Red and I started watching new movies again because Red was there to watch movies with. And Red and I tried to watch the Odyssey and we just thought it was a mess. The sound is so bad. The sound is so bad on the Odyssey that we just couldn't hear the dialogue, but you could tell the script was a complicated mess anyway. Honestly, the only thing we liked about it was the woke casting touches. Like Helen being like a super dark-skinned black girl is cool. The bit with the Greek chorus being like a freestyle rapper was cool. Elliot Page, like the woke touches, like that stuff was actually they did that well. But that's the only thing they did. Like everything else was like, how could you get so much so wrong? Did I fix the lamp? No, I have to tell them about the lamp. I did leave it unplugged because I got it soaking wet and water probably ran down inside it. They're probably watching right now, shaking their heads. All right, I'm putting the cats in the car. I'm clearing the room. They can have those ketchup packets. We're gonna turn off, you know what, let's do this. Let's make this less gross. Let's make this less gross. There we go. Because the thing about the deposit is don't piss off housekeeping. I don't know if you guys know that, but hold on. Where did I put the camera? Where's my phone? Did I just put it in my pocket? No, there it is, there it is. What are you going to New York for? Best offer for a place to stay for me and the cats. Actually, a friend of Red's who tried to talk her out of leaving Ithaca to begin with. It really is very Wizard of Oz, the Odyssey, and I didn't do it on purpose. If I had kept in close touch with all of Red's friends all along, I don't know, we wouldn't have gone to Portland. I might have just stayed in Ithaca. I might have. I didn't read your awesome plan. Hold on. I had to fire one of my friends at work today. I felt bad, but it came from upper management. Oh, that sucks, Agility. My friend from high school, Mike Peretta, had a job kind of like yours, I think. Like he was a working class guy who ended up being management by hypercompetence. Did I fix the lamp? No. I should have bought pliers instead of the potato. I got bad advice, and because the stores are all 5 miles away, I didn't have time to drive back there. How many cock rings you got? Ask Timu, man. Knox, my boy, I don't see, I didn't say visit us. We're right back there. Yeah, I wish I could click my heels together, but I am not Dorothy. Your boyfriend's still asleep. I don't want to call him so bad, but he's asleep. Your awesome plan. I didn't see it. You'll have to repeat it. I didn't see it. I got 3 minutes to get out of here. Let me get the cats in the car. I got that key in my pocket. All right. They are gonna have to sweep the whole room because of scattered kitty litter. I make $100,000 a year. Just sucks. I put about. Yeah, it sounds like my friend Mike. He was an electrician. He started out just being a badass at laying wires. I think they were a cable company he was working for, Comcast or somebody. Did you check under the bed and behind the? Yeah, I don't have enough stuff, Tia Fireball. Thanks. I don't have enough stuff in there, and I wasn't in there long enough to. I'm gonna jinx myself saying I didn't leave it. Put that there. And then the guitar over it. Oh, wow, is it out of tune? I'm getting banged around. I'm banging it around some more. Now the cats are going in. Excellent. But yeah, Mike ended up getting Battlefield promoted up to executive level. And then when the company started downsizing, he ended up being the guy who had to fire a lot of guys. And yeah, he was the guy who could get friends jobs. Like several times over the years, it was like, because of where I was geographically, and because like he could get me an entry level job at that company, but it was like, I wasn't in Massachusetts. And now it's like, I got a lot of friends, well, several friends who are well established, have real jobs, could get me jobs in Massachusetts, but like your living expenses are like $5 or $6 grand up there. So a month. So like the uphill battle of getting reestablished in Massachusetts has just made that basically prohibitive the whole time. Did it go through? You're making whatever you're commenting is not going through. No. Cost of living there is insane. Yeah. So if I had stayed there all along, it would be different. Yeah, my friends would basically have to float me for like $20,000 of help that it would take me 2 years to catch up one way or another. I mean, out here it's the same deal, but the number's more like 4,000 or 5,000 rather than 20. About missing days. Man, showing up is 90% of the job. You gotta be there. That's like, the live streaming is the same way too, man. You gotta tell people like it took me a while to work up the stamina to be on for 6 hours a day. But I can't be your online friend who's here all the time. Unless I'm here all the time, I got to be on 6 hours a day. And the audience relax. whenever. Like, I gotta be here. Oh, dang. Put it in community, good idea. I'm checking out. My cat knocked over the lamp and broke the light bulb in the lamp. The casing for the light bulb is stuck in the socket, so somebody's got to mess with a pair of pliers to get it out. I don't know if you guys want to ding me on the deposit, like whenever he looks at it, but
Yes.
I unplugged the lamp and left the broken light bulb next to it, so nobody will get confused or surprised when they come up on it. So,
Perfect.
yeah, I figure you.
I'm so sorry for that.
It's okay. I figure you guys I'll get hit by part of that deposit.
What's the number again?
229.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll know how much you hate me, how much you send me back.
No.
Thank you.
Thanks and everything.
Have a good night. A day. She said they'd give everything back. I got the girl. See, like I said, because I said, but yeah, no, totally. They're Indians, but they seem nice. This used to be not, I mean, look at how cool the building is. This used to be not a Motel 6. So I apologize for the quality of the image, by the way, guys, but if I do the low def on this phone, then I will have some high def left for when I get to Ithaca, and we can do some IRL streams that look great. Oh my God, the guy who looked like he should be in a band with me hasn't come back to his car yet. Now I got to take a leak, of course, like right after I lock out of the room. Did I leave my door open? Can I go back in there? No, maybe. The next one over is open. But that's not mine. No, it is mine. It is mine. Oh, good. Better to be upfront and honest and try to be charming. And stuff like that too. It serves me that women and gay men really like me. Like I'm extra charming. If that had been the guy was just as nice, but about breaking a light bulb, he might not have been as nice. All right. So the 75 coming back actually makes a huge difference. I think the gas there is going to be about $4.50. I have $2.15 right now. Plus whatever she kicks back as the deposit. So if she does actually kick back a $75 deposit, that's like 2 more tanks of gas, several hundred more miles. I'm going to try to just sleep in the car 2 or 3 times, but you guys, I'm old and the cats are going to be finicky. I'm almost certainly going to need a cheap hotel room at some point. I'm going to die if I try to sleep in the car. And, well, I mean, need is, like, you guys actually decide what I need, basically. Like, someone will be like, here's $100, please get a hotel room. Like, that'll happen at some point. But basically, if I don't get a hotel room, I'm still about $250 shy of what we need to get there for just gas and food. The cats are going to like it much more this time. I don't know how good they're going to be about like riding in the cab while the car's moving, because fucking Zoe is she's a hazard. If there's a way to climb into, up, over, or out of something, she'll do it. And she'll just go face first into the hardship, like right away. She has no fear. She has no brain. Isn't that right, Zoe? You got no brain. I know, it sucks. Actually, I think that one's Zoe. Yep. And that's Pyewacket complaining. It's gonna be... Don't beat her up. Pyewacket always likes... Kitty's gonna roam free while you drive. I'm gonna try it. I don't know when I'm gonna try it, but I am gonna try it. It is how many miles did I say? 2,900, almost exactly 2,900. I got $200. We are about to go. So you found a place to live? Yes, but it's all the way across the country. In fact, it is exactly the farthest point east where I started from. It's less than 10 miles from where I picked Red up. Didn't get the back seat down. I can. I know how to do it, and I got it all clear. You see, it's just like 3 things on the back seat. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna bother. I don't know how far back my seat goes, but when I lived in a car, I couldn't put the seat down, and I got real used to sleeping in the driver's seat. When you live in a car and you have to sleep in a sitting position, man, just being able to lie down and stretch out your legs. Are you sure this place is legit? Yes. This guy's a friend of Red's. FaceTime last night. He's been helping Red out for a while in Ithaca. He was trying to talk me into moving to Ithaca before. I didn't want to move to Ithaca. I didn't want to move to Ashtabula either. I didn't want to go up east or up north. Like, I didn't want to go in that direction. Did you take your ephedrine? I don't have, like, you mean the cold stuff that's like mild speed? I don't have any of that. I was about to take the stuff I take though. These mushroom gummies I microdose for depression are also a mild stimulant. I have kratom, but I'm trying to cut back on kratom. I have a little bit of these weed gummies, and I have caffeine in pills. But I already took a caffeine pill. Maybe I should just take a half of one. When did I take that? 9? I'm gonna roll down the windows. But yes, this place is legit, and even if it weren't, all of the the reason this sucked is because I didn't have a backup plan in the area. Like in New England, New York, North Ohio, I know a bunch of people in that area. I do know a bunch of people out here on the West Coast too. I didn't have time to set anything up because this was like a straight emergency. I thought of 2 people who are old friends of mine who live in the area that I haven't talked to in forever. Both of them are out of town. One of them, my friend Gus, he's a Trump guy, a serious military guy. He's out doing training right now. He's out of town until the end of August doing seasonal training. Would have been really interesting to hang out with one of my oldest friends who's a Trump guy, but we missed that. He is out of town. Andras Jones, the movie star, he lives in Olympia, Washington some of the time, and he does stuff in LA. He travels back and forth. He is in LA right now. And being weirdly, like, we had a falling out because he dicked me around on a disagreement over a screenplay. It's a long story, I can tell sometime. But he, for some reason, wanted to relitigate that argument and insist he was originally right before we could, like, hang out and talk. And it's like, it's best to go slowly where deep feelings are concerned. I want to be like, I don't have deep feelings here. Like, an old friend lives in town. We should patch up the part where we had a falling out over some dickish shit over a screenplay. I don't care whose fault it was. It was personal, not work. If you're bringing deep feelings into any conversation between 2 straight men who work together in the movies about personal shit outside of work, come on. What are you doing? You feel hurt? Aw. This is why you're divorced. I don't know why I'm divorced, but I know why you're divorced. He is divorced. We're both divorced. I'm surprised Andras is doing well enough to maintain 2 houses right now, actually. I wonder if somebody died and left him some money. Nate Stevens. Andras he's a really interesting creative character. He seems to float free a little bit. He seems to be a little bit independent of money. His family probably have some money. I mean, most people in the movie business and music business do. They come from enough money so that there's leisure, and their family support the creative endeavor. Like the people who are middle class, like their folks could afford college for them and afford for them to be a flake in a band. Like, if your family have your back, then you can be like, I'm gonna go live like on a poverty level. They both seem like they'd be entertaining to talk to. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed both of them, Nate. Yeah, hanging out right now with one of my oldest friends who's one of the few Trump people I didn't quit speaking to when we were all blowing each other up 5 years ago. The 2 sides. Like, because Gus is the kind of guy, I like him so much that when I was frantic and a madman for the liberal idea that you got to cut loose all your Trump friends like an idiot, I didn't cut him loose. Like, literally when I was purging, like, I was like, yeah, he gets a pass. And he's the most rabid Trump guy I know. His brother doesn't speak to him anymore because he's so Trump. And yeah, Andras I'll run into again down the road, but as long as he wants to have this weird, like, BPD alternate narrative conversation about how he was really right all along when I had to cut him loose from something he tried to chisel in on the writing credit of wasn't even my script. I don't know what to tell him. It wasn't even my script, man. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's a long story, but he just tried to insist on getting writing credit for stuff he agreed up front he wouldn't get writing credit for. And as soon as he started doing it, I had to cut him loose because it wasn't my script. I was the 3rd writer. I was just going to direct. I was working uncredited myself. So, If this sounds like some bullshit that shouldn't come between friends, you're right. And when he's like, deep feelings are concerned, and the last time I want to be like, motherfucker, it was just work. You shouldn't have feelings at work. What are you talking about? You know what hurts my feelings? They made that Lord of the Rings movie without me. I always wanted to make a movie of Lord of the Rings. I wanted to play an elf. That hurts my feelings. All right, so wait a minute. What did I do with the address? It should be here. What did I do with it? Guys, I don't see it. Where did I put it? Did I leave it in the room? That would be crazy. No, really. Hold on. It should be right on top here. That was the idea. Please tell me it's not lost. Please tell me I put it somewhere smart. Are you kidding me? I think I really did leave it in the room. That's crazy. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, I think I left it in the room. My other notebook did all the shit on it. That's nuts. All right. Really, Rogan? The notebook, I have great job. Good work, fuckhead. If you were red, you would hit me. It's true. Actually, it's not true. She's vicious about making fun of me for being an idiot. It's for sure. Okay, is there my notebook just laying there on the thing? I didn't leave a notebook sitting right there, did I? No, I left it right there. You wouldn't have got to it yet.
What?
I left a notebook, but I don't think it's here.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least I wasn't that stupid. Let me open this door so I can see better. I mean, I don't need the address technically right now. Oh, you know what? Did I search it on the other phone? I searched it on this phone. Hold on. I'm a little worried about not knowing where that notebook is, but I mean, there isn't anywhere else it could be. Like, that's where the pile of notebooks is. It's weird. I've hidden it from myself somehow. And I'm not sure how. But I have the address now. All right, hold on. I'm gonna mute this while it says the address. Honest to God, the Android people make a shit product compared to iPhone the way Democrats are paid to lose elections to Republicans. The fuck? It malfunctioned enough to make me yell at it 3 times just while I was typing that address in. In fact, I still need to mute it. Pywecket's crying at me for yelling at the phone. Yes, I want to start at my fucking location. Yes. How fucking hard is that? Why would I? Yes. Also, it's 30 miles closer on this phone. Whatever I wrote in the chat, it's not the same number. It says 2864 now. It was 29 something on the other. Like, what minor route change has happened? All right, you know what? I don't hate this phone. All right, maybe I do. I don't know. Oh, I turned the volume all the way down earlier because it was yelling at me. So, all right, that's why you can't hear the address. There we go. There we go. All right, and I need this. This. I don't know why you're the only one hanging out in the chat, actually. I think like a lot of the old people in here, Knox, are gonna be like, they've been on road trips and they know that the 5 minutes where you're checking out of the hotel room is sort of a key juncture at which you don't need to be distracting somebody. You emailed it to me. Oh, I got it off the other phone. This phone had it on it. The notebook I had it written on, and your phone number, I don't know. I mean, I don't know where I put that. Like, it should be with these other notebooks. There isn't another place I would put a notebook. And I walked right back in and maid service hadn't found it, so I didn't leave it sitting there where it was sitting. It's very weird, actually. But it's in the car somewhere. And it was a separate notebook I was using just for current notes on stuff related to this trip. Hey, Tammy, I am about to start driving. I can find my car keys. I don't have my car keys. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. I need this on the floor and this up here. We're equipped first, so I'm not going to try to listen to music again. But I have probably 300 hours of early radio shows in a playlist on my hard drive and some audiobook stuff. So if I get sick of talking, I'll put that on. I'm going to try to not have musical episodes here. I'm going to try to just hang out with you guys. I mean, there's very much a value for money thing here. If I'm going to try to drive straight through for 60 hours and do nothing but take naps, 44 hours, but who's counting? I thought it was 60 yesterday. I was so happy to see 44. You can listen to AI music. Vladimir Putin, it busted me yesterday, and I got warned that the next time it would be a copyright strike for early Elvis, Scotty, and Bill recordings. They're public domain. Like that's just straight up public domain. And one of the times they tagged me, it was for the Superman theme from a Max Fleischer cartoon. The whole package is public domain, but the music bot said the music wasn't because of later remastered versions of it that are copyright controlled. So, I mean, I don't know what's copyrighted. What the bots are set for has nothing to do with what's actually copyrighted, Vladimir Putin. My friend Samtao, who's a classical composer, was having problems with this for years. Like he conducts a youth orchestra in Thailand, and he would post like recordings of his youth orchestra playing standard classics, and then the bots would tell him that he'd, bootlegged some recording of a performance conducted by Leonard Bernstein like 40 fucking years ago or something. All right. I don't want to search. I had the route. Go. 1 day, 20 hours, 44 hours. This stop is already on your route. Yes, I know that. Oh my God. This fucking machine, man. I'm going to end up... Oh, is Aaron here? Oh, good call. Good catch. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Aaron, I forgot to ask you while we were standing next to each other. I don't know how to operate the cruise control controls. I got the buttons, but I don't know what they do. Okay, that's all about sound. That's not cruise control. Do I just not have cruise? This is the cruise control? Yes. And the buttons are on upside down. That's just a set of buttons, right? They turn over. So...
Head northwest, then turn right.
Why are you telling me now? Okay, well, for one thing, I was trying to press the buttons on the wrong side. So, that turns it on, right? And then if they're upside down, set is going to be this button. The one that's all worn out, yes. Yes, you can see that that's the one he used a lot. So I hit that one to turn it on, and then I hit that one to set it. All right, thanks for explaining that to me. I think I got it. I am smart if I'm forced to be. All right. Let's see. Leaving the hometown of Kurt Cobain. On my way back to almost the exact point where I pie whack it. It's okay, buddy. I know, pie whack it. They don't know that on this trip I've arranged it so I can let them out in the cab. They have no idea.
Parking lot. Then immediately turn right onto Washington 105 North.
Luxury vehicle, it's got class and well, it doesn't. It's a pretty standard vehicle. But the Warrior.
Turn right onto Washington 105.
Rolled with the windows all the way down actually because now we got bad quality video, right? Starting now because I left the hotel. Hopefully that won't affect my numbers too much because I need to beg for money all the way there. Horrible service here at the mill. I'm gonna get bad service for a lot of this road, obviously. Before it was doing this thing where when signal dropped, sometimes when it came back, I wouldn't have sound, and I'd have to restart the phone. Like I'd have to back out of I'd have to restart the app. So if that happens while I'm on the road this time, drive safe. Thank you. Is that the door seal? Yeah, the dude, man, I had one of those moments where you think somebody's real dumb looking and then you talk to him. The guy who fixes stuff over at Love Hello's place, like, he just looked sort of burned out and like an old alcoholic guy's probably not very bright. One conversation with him and I realized he's as smart as me for sure. Like, I'm really smart about car stuff. But he looked over the car, the motors for he looked at it. Oh, I forgot to check the oil and the fluids. I'm gonna pull over to do that. Boone Street Bar and Grill is open? You guys just left from 8 a.m.? They must do steak and eggs for breakfast. I need to write something for Bruce Campbell. Chatty, I've got something brilliant for Bruce Campbell. Utterly fucking brilliant. One of my best unproduced pitches. Really good idea. Such a good idea. Do you want to hear it? Because if somebody steals this from me, they'd be doing me a favor. I don't, oh my God, Chatty, like, tell me to explain it to you in private. This is like my Ragman idea. One of the best ideas for an unproduced movie I've ever had. And it's one of those things where I can't, seatbelt, thank you. I can't just talk, oh, I'm gonna pull over and check the fluids here real quick. I can't just talk about it. Oh, I'm not just gonna, wait a minute. I need gas and that's not open. That's really weird. There's a gas station over there, right? Yeah, but... All right, I'm gonna put the seatbelt on. I'm running on 1/8 of a tank, so I need gas before I actually go anywhere. Oh my God, I could explain it in like 2 sentences, and then somebody could just take it. I think I have given this idea away on a stream before, but I'm very much against, like, I don't want to have to private these streams anymore. Sounds like a sports car is probably why Dom, who sold Love Hello the car, did not fix the muffler. He probably liked the noise. Yeah, he probably liked the noise. Oh my God, I really want to talk about the idea for the Bruce Campbell movie. It's perfect. Like, it's perfect for old... Oh, my phone just dropped the signal and started rerouting. Are you kidding me? No, I'm going the way you told me to go the first time. Motherfucker. Why would I believe you? Oh my God, I don't know where I put my tobacco pipe or my weed pipe. What have I done? Oh, this is pretty. Hold on. I don't know. Unfortunately, I can't adjust very well. there's a great view of whatever body of water I'm driving over, but because the phone is at the angle it is, you can't see it. Yeah, Bruce Campbell's really good, but he has such an odd quality as an actor. Like, he seems really fake all the time, which is something you have to sort of factor in. And also he's got no, I don't think he has any range. Like, I don't think he could have any range. He did sort of an Elvis voice for...
Turn right onto East Heron Street.
But he does funny voices sometimes. You know the bit in Evil Dead 2 where his hand is severed and it's like crawling around, it's making this weird noise that's like a whole bunch of voices going. Ted Raimi told me that all those voices are Bruce Campbell. Like, he recorded like 10 tracks of that shit and then they just mixed it later. Also, in Evil Dead 2, I'm gonna tell a tale out of class.
In a quarter mile at Dutch Bros Coffee, continue onto US 12 East.
Okay, I'm watching for a gas station like a hawk, but I'm seeing none. Graded bridge deck, huh? Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, there's a gas station. Do I have one on my side? That Shell station's so the fuck... Oh, it's gonna be on my side around the corner. Let's go, let's go. This is the road to Olympia. Yeah, Andras lives in Olympia and has 2 places, and I'm like... I'm in the car with Cats. We should reconnect. He's in Los Angeles. And I'm like, okay, I'm in Olympia. I'm in the car with Cats. And I get this message back that's like, you know, we should reconnect slowly. I felt really hurt and my deep feelings are involved. And so we should go slowly. And I'm thinking, okay, I wrote back like, okay, I'm in the car with Cats 30 miles from Olympia. So if you want to help out, let me know. Like, I'm not sure what you don't follow about this. I know you're a Jewish East Coast college intellectual who's got bisexual tendencies, and so actually locking into reality might be a little slow for you. You're a movie star. I know. Bubba Hotep, yeah, he's awesome as Elvis, yeah. That movie got produced because Gary Razor told the director that he... Don Coscarelli's first shot at a redneck horror movie with comic overtones was he wanted to make a movie of Less Than Human by Gary Razor. Gary Razor told Don Coscarelli he wanted to write the script himself, and then he recruited me to ghostwrite the script for him. So Don Coscarelli made Bubba Hotep instead. That movie was supposed to be Less Than Human, Gary Razor's Less Than Human, for which I have a really brilliant unproduced script. It's the first script I'm going to pull into order to resell. I'm going to leave this here while I do this so that I don't have to fuck with it. Sorry, guys. Man, I kind of wish I weren't in such a fucking hurry because I would like to, visit some Kurt Cobain sites. I did just leave New York, yes. Who will give him shelter in New York? All creatures in the chat. Red stayed with him a bit when she went to Ithaca. People who've been here the whole time might remember all creatures lobbying hard to talk me into moving there. And and then was one of the people who was like, don't trust this John Porky character. He's nuts. I mean, he didn't say that because he's actually a psych professional. So he wouldn't say that. Also probably wouldn't call anyone retarded. I would. Okay. 35 in gas was only half a tank. Oh my God. Really? Oh, it's still creeping up. Okay. It's not even 3/4 of a tank. All right. So that leaves me with 180. I'm driving to Ithaca. Yes, Marcus, and I don't have enough money to get there. If anybody wants to throw money in, hey, Alex, I just saw your phone number while I was looking through the notebooks trying to figure out where my regular. You can be a mod. Everybody got unmodded in the last mod war after John Porky left the building. Look, I remember the seatbelt this time. One thing about live streaming is it literally requires you to show the best possible character and judgment at all times. You guys won't let me get away with literally, like, if you're gonna show bad character, it better be on point and on brand. Like, I can have a yelly temper because I can't not have a yelly temper. The same way Asmongold can't
for 47
not
miles.
have roaches crawling on him. But like, you can't just be erratic. Hell yeah, mod you. Okay, I'm gonna light. I can do it. Where am I going? I'm going to Ithaca, New York. Got a safe place to stay for a minute, where I can land on my feet. That is, I don't have to have money to lay down to walk in the door. In Ithaca. A lot of people live close to Ithaca. I'll be able to hang out with a lot of people in the stream. Like, the population's really dense up there. It's a real shame I didn't have any wiggle room. If I could have stayed in this area for another week, like, or just like it's a month until this job in Illinois. Yeah, I'm out of money now because that road trip, I'm wiped out for, do you still have the cats? Yup. I forgot to be paranoid and check on them while I was getting gas. I guess the car never left my field of vision. Whenever I leave out of sight with the cats, I get worried. Scenic view, half a mile. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop for anything, though I would like to stop for a scenic view, please and thank you. I'm not gonna do it. Of course, I still have the cats. That's the important part. Red and her dog are safely delivered to Portland. Not really. I mean, we really spent just $4,000 more or less on this bullshit. When I could have spent that money fixing the car. I mean, it is what it is, as they say. I grew up there. I'll let you know some of the killer spots. Excellent. So I'm definitely going to be there for a month. I like the campground job in Illinois, so hopefully that works out. There isn't any particular reason why it shouldn't. Except that the enemies and the ops, they sure are strategic and devious. When I go back into work in fine dining, remember, do only what you need to do in life. That's what. Oh yeah, Alex. I mean, that's the thing. We calculated for arriving and going right to work. Like, Red and I were going to arrive with probably $500 to spare. 300. But I ended up burning through that margin over the last several days, before the last several days, and then I had to borrow more money. Borrow, it's charity, it's given to the channel, donated. I mean, I'm gonna pay it for it later, should I live long enough? Obviously. Please tell me the pipe is where I think it is. Yes! I apologize if I'm inattentive to the chat. I did make the font larger to help as much as I'd hoped. How can a motherfucker put 4 lighters in here and thank you? Jesus Christ. I look good with a pipe. It's not homoerotic at all. I'm surprised I still have enough teeth left to hold the fucking stem, honestly. And tobacco has been really disagreeing with my heart lately. I really wanted to categorically oh, that's how I cut my tongue. I just bit my tongue again. I wanted to not smoke tobacco the whole trip, and only smoke weed. It's too hard these days. I like seeing Rogan like this. I'm not sad. Thank you, Alex. The journey of the channel is reuniting my family. That's the overarching goal. It's screenwriting structure. Cinema storytelling. You'll be welcomed in Ithaca. There are lots of local heads and good weed. Yeah, no, I've been in Ithaca before, actually. I was there for about a month total. 2 different stretches of couch surfing in 92 or 93, right after I broke up wrong and went back to my mother's house in Massachusetts to mentally regroup. I told part of this story yesterday. I accidentally hitchhiked to Ithaca with a friend of mine's band, The Tribulations. Half of the members of The Tribulations was a reggae band. Half of the, like all the white guys in that band were Berklee College of Music people from Boston. Their rhythm section was later the rhythm section for a one-hit wonder out of Boston called Letters to Cleo. Old people in here will remember Letters to Cleo. You do know their song, even if you're young. They still play it on the radio in Walmart and stuff. So the rhythm section to Letters to Cleo, they were originally the rhythm section, the drummer and bass player for this band called The Tribulations out of Ithaca. They're based in Ithaca. I do wonder whether, like the one friend I made 2 friends while I was in Ithaca. One guy I failed to keep track of or keep in touch with. Well, both of them, but the other guy I remember his name is Dan Smalls, because he was kind of obsessed with naming things Smalls, because his name was Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls meme must really fuck that guy up, but I don't know if he's still in Ithaca. I got stuck at his house for a few days. I think he managed a club, but he also booked shows at multiple venues. He was a manager class music guy out of Ithaca. He was involved with the Tribs. And I hung out with him for like 2 afternoons going through his CDs, making cassette tapes to listen to later on my own road trips. He put me onto Pavement. Urban Dance Squad, I copied their album at his house too, and Delight. This shows what year it was. You're in Canandaigua. There's another streamer out in New York. Oh, I'm sure there's a bunch. Is your car okay? It does not have a muffler. Hey, Joe King. The muffler's in the trunk so that I can have it reattached when I get where I'm going. So yeah, I got stranded in Ithaca for a few days, twice. Where do you expect to be by nightfall? I don't know. It's a 44-hour drive, so I'm not paying attention to that part. I don't have enough money to get through today. I just put 35 in the gas tank, and it was only 3/4 of a tank. I have 180 left. I'm gonna need 300 to get where I'm going. If anybody can contribute to the Cash App, please and thank you. I'm not even capable. I can't really pay attention to the chat right to see what's going on with that. I see my fingers fall asleep and I can't work them. Who is that? I can't see who that is. Knox, my boy, is that who that is? So yeah, I've spent enough time and watch the road. I'm a pizza delivery guy. I'm really good at keeping one eye on the road. Don't worry about that. Like, I'm a pizza delivery guy I spent 10 years going like this the whole time. So, like, I'm good. Highway driving is a little trickier for me. Because I just haven't done as much of it, actually. Muted. Oh. Oops. Sorry, you missed me apologizing to Knox as I turned around for being snotty about you should be a fish and shut up. That was a weird thing for me to say. There's just a sign about fish. I apologize. Chehalis Valley Historical Museum. Yeah, we fucked around on the way over here and stopped and looked at stuff. Even we were still trying to make time. When Red was in the car, but we were taking back roads. We didn't know why the car was being so loud. It was just the muffler. I should have sound. You've got sound, okay. So yeah, I'm familiar with Ithaca. I've been there. I ended up spending a couple of days hanging out with a random dude I met who, I mean, Red seems to have the same knack I do for meeting really interesting people on the fly at random in the real world. Man, I'm suddenly tired. I'm not sure about my plan of just talking the whole time instead of ever playing music. Dan Smalls is still here. Big music promoter. Motherfuck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is good news, all creatures. I've known him since 1991. He was blown the fuck away by the first recordings of my band Wrong. He may remember. Dan Smalls Presents. So I crashed at his place for like a week once. Because I got stuck there, because he represented the Tribulations, and I got in the van with them out in Worcester, and he booked me at the Haunt. He's a good guy. I really liked him. Yeah, he had a really, really cool music collection. Like, we put each other onto a bunch of bands on the fly. I put him onto Half Japanese, and he put me onto Pavement, which really nails down what the dates were. Yeah, I was stuck there. His roommate was Michael Keenan, who played guitar in the Tribulations at the time. He played on Greg Moon's recordings out of Boston recently. My friend Greg Moon, who's turned up in the chat here a few times. So I got stuck, like I was his roommate de facto for a minute. I remember at one point, like, I had to bail because he was getting laid and he was in a bedroom that just had glass walls. Like, so it was like, if he's got a girl over, like, you can't be hanging out over here. Yeah, and the club, I don't know, it was the Haunt, really distinctive building, the club where he was booking a bunch of stuff. But Jonathan Richman was playing there a few weeks later. And so I ended up back in Ithaca to see Jonathan Richman. And I stranded myself there that time too. I don't remember. I had met a girl the first time I was there. It was a college girl. I was like 22. I was also a college girl then. But by the time I went back for the Jonathan Richman show, like 3 or 4 weeks later, figuring I know Dan, I know Smalls, I know everyone at the club, I'm gonna get backstage, and like I'll be one of the guys who's like there's a difference between getting backstage at a show and the people running the show introducing you to the rock star, like this is one of the locals you should talk to, right? Did make a difference to Jonathan Richman because he doesn't pay attention to shit except whether there's a hot girl standing next to you. If you're with a pretty girl, Jonathan Richman's your buddy. If you're not with a pretty girl, he's a snot. So I don't know why you guys are so worried with me watching the road. How much watching the road do you think I gotta do? What is the speed? Oh, this tow speed limit is. That's great. Rogan, when you get to town, hit up the Tompkins Country Workers. I can't catch all that. Remember to remind me of whatever you're saying. I can't read all that. I'm sorry. So yeah, the tribulations were passing through Ithaca, even though it was sort of their hometown. When I broke up wrong and moved back to my mom's house, I was a little fucked up. This is when I taught myself to play guitar because I thought I had this crazy idea. Hello, I can't see who that is. Hello. I had this crazy idea that if I wrote really good songs for Christy, then we could get back together. Despite the fact that the whole problem was I was too crazy. I mean, it wasn't the whole problem. It was a big problem. If you can imagine this, I was pretty crazy when I was 21, 22. Get the fuck out, right? Big surprise there. So I was at my mom's house in Worcester. That was that day. During this period, I tried to put a hurt on myself over on nutmeg at one point. I was not compos mentis. I was so gorgeous that women were still fucking with me, but they should not have been, and I was trying to stay away from them. So, Mike Keenan went to Berklee College of Music in Boston. You can hear him on a demo we made on Red's channel, actually, but I don't know what Red has the title and the band name as. We called that song Virgins in Hell, I think. I don't know. I wrote it in E-flat major, and Mike Keenan's the only guitar player. Like, he thrived in E-flat major. Like, he just improvised like Hendrix, and everyone else is like, you've got to transpose this. You're a fucking maniac. I don't play my own songs much because I'm not a good enough guitar player to play them. I'm a much better musician in my brain than I am with my hands, unless I'm holding a violin. So Keenan went to Berklee School. I went to Emerson. We graduated from high school together, class of 1989, Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. By the way, let me ask again for money. If you can send me money at the Cash App, we will get there. We only have enough money to get about a third of the way there. Please and thank you. Anybody who can contribute to the cause. I'm gonna turn this around so you can see the road. It's pretty. So, there's no muffler, that's why it's loud. In fact, the muffler is silent, but the engine, it yawps barbarically, as they say. So Mike Keenan was one of my best friends in high school. He's a really brilliant guitar player in some respects. He went to Berklee School of Music, and I went to Emerson. And when we were in college, 1989 to 1990, we managed to keep in touch. It's really hard to keep in touch with your high school friends, even in school in Boston. If you go to college in Boston, you live in a dorm at a college in Boston, you become so wrapped up in dorm life that you lose track of all of your friends outside dorm life, even if they're at another school in Boston. But Mike and I managed to keep in touch because Berklee is literally like right across the bridge. From Emerson to Berklee, like you just walk over that little bridge by the Fenway, and you're there. So Keenan and I were both insomniacs. We also share a passion for bizarre fantasy literature that he picked up from me. Keenan is one of those guys, when we were like 16, he was like, why do you read these stupid fucking fantasy books? And I ended up giving him, what was it? He got really into Fantasties by George MacDonald. And then, like, I don't know how much he's followed that up with the weird classic fantasy and fairy tale literature. In any case, we tried to be in a band several times together, but our aesthetics are just a fro from each other. Like, there's no common ground musically, really, or there's very little common ground musically between us. He's never been an acid head or a stoner. Like, he's the kind of guy who tried weed once or twice and thought it was weird. And has never tried acid out of sheer nervousness in the face of which, that's not just an aesthetic thing. The musician who fears to try hard drugs that may improve his performance lives in fear in the moment during improvisation and cannot improvise. He has to play note for note what he's planning to play. He has to be careful. He is cautious by nature. And so, recklessness with drugs and alcohol is actually indicative of broader aesthetic approach to life, not just music. You have to be willing to play the fool, to play the genius. They are adjacent. So, at least in musical performance, you're a genius right on the edge of completely falling apart, musically. Coltrane and Hendrix get good right where they leave the 12-tone scale behind, entirely, in my opinion. It is a school of thought, though. And yeah, Mike Keenan is not of the same opinion. We don't get along well enough musically to be in a band together, really. Though we've tried a couple of times. There's a demo on Red's channel we made, one of the demos we made a couple of times. I later invited him to be in Hangover Square in the Mid-Zeros, but yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. If it's not attached to my car and I don't need it, he's welcome to it. I don't care about money or what things are worth, obviously. Is everything okay? Well, we need $300, maybe $200 to get there. At the Cash App. I have enough money for gas to get through today. So I assume that if we actually literally run out of gas by the side of the road, you guys will help. I'm not going to eat anything but McDonald's. I have cat food. I have the kitty litter. I have everything set up so the cats can... What was wrong with the muffler is it was never even attached. It was just basically sort of hanging off the bottom of the car, trying to fall off. So I now have the actual muffler, the expensive piece, in the trunk, and he cut off the parts where it's attached so that I can have somebody reattach it when we get where we're going. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna need $250 to get there. So anybody who donates now, please and thank you. I'm sure if I get to the point where it's an actual emergency, Yeah, I'm gonna be fine when I get there. This time it's a solid deal with people who are a known quantity in such a way. This guy helped Red out when she lived in Ithaca. For whatever reason, Red was sort of misleading about needing to be rescued from Ithaca. I mean, I think she just wanted to be with me again. Just like I just wanted to be with her again. We wanted family. And so she was really only going to Portland because I was going to Portland. And probably we should have just stayed in Ithaca. But she may well thrive in Portland. She, musically at least, what she does musically, that's perfect. I mean, it could only be more perfect if it was Olympia. And I don't think Olympia is as friendly to like homeless hippie waifs with skin. You guys can watch the video of that mechanic working on the car with 2 or 3 people in the chat who are also mechanics saying he's doing a good job of everything. This video right now, when the decision has been made and the muffler detached and it's in the trunk, is not the place to have that conversation. It was 2 fucking days ago. Where the fuck were you then? You complain about the work while you're looking at the work being done. Go look at that stream. You tell me. I'm not able to read all those comments, but the second guessing I see going on in there is not actually like, Sludgy, what's going on? Tell them to give me money, man. I'm busy driving, and so I can't. Okay, Pie Wacket hates it when the windows are open. That crying is. It's all right, Pie Wacket, but like I wanted air. Don't complain. I did watch it. I'm telling you, he should have. Were you there? Hung it and tied it to the... and tried to patch the leaks. No, that wasn't happening. It was already completely detached. He didn't detach it. It had already rusted through where it was attached. He was like, he could have welded something together there and put it back on, but it would have required double jack. Like, I would have had to be around for several more days, and I don't have the money. I stay for 2 more days so that he can work on it. The fuck, man? Yeah, I'll just hover for 3 days while all the repairs are done nice, neat, and expensive. Are you giving me that money? No. Somebody give me $1,000, I'll stop and do that right now. Do you want me to do that? That sounds great. It costs about $200 a day to function with the cats, because you got to have a hotel room for the cats or somewhere to stay. The guy was a mechanic and not a parts store. Yeah. And it was Sunday afternoon, and I got no money. It takes 2 minutes to put clamps in, and how many dollars to buy them, dumb fuck? Open your fucking ears, dumb fuck. How many dollars to buy the clamps? Are you gonna buy them? Give me the money now. The Cash App is right there. Look up the fucking price. Give me the fucking money or shut your fucking cunt mouth. All right? Get a grip, retard. Do I need to bitch slap you? Where are you? I'm driving across the country. Are you on the way? Fuckface. Who is this motherfucker? I'm sorry, which part of clamps cost money did you not fucking understand, jerky? Do you hear me now? Clamps cost... I don't have the clamps. I needed to buy the clamps if I was going to do anything with the fucking clamps. Why are you retarded? Who dropped you on your head when you were born? Your whore mother. Get the fuck out of my chat. Thank you. Yeah, send the money now and I'll turn around now, dumb fuck. You're full of shit. You are full of shit. I'm sorry, Pie Wacket. Pie Wacket doesn't like it when I get mad. It's okay, buddy. It's actually Zoe who doesn't like it when I get mad. You're sending it now. I'll get a notification. Like, I'll see. I will apologize. I will literally eat my fingers. But it's not just the money for the clamps, man. I have to actually have a place for me and the cats overnight also. So it's another $200. Then it's the gas to go back over there. So that's another $40 or $60. Costs probably about $20 a day to feed me. Like, what are you saying? When you have infinite money, it's different. Normally, for this kind of thing, one would have infinite. The part where the chat can float me several $100s in an emergency, I've burned past it already. So, somebody, do I not have any mods? Can somebody take this dumbass conversation out of my way, please? Just time them out for a day. I can't be fucking with the controls. Are there no mods in here at all? I'm only crying for the mods because I'm driving, motherfuckers. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. The fuck? Why do people come in with like... I don't... Tiffy gave me money. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody doing that did, honestly. But there's this weird thing, I swear to God, where... Hold on, let me show you the scenery. That one. There we go. Where, post-COVID, we're all damaged in such a way that we all experience dropouts in the language. You only hear about 4/5 of what people say. Like, you just miss every fourth word or every fourth concept. Every third sometimes, if you're not focused, if you're not locked in. And even then you miss parts of what people say. And by you, I mean me, meaning all of us. Like, everyone is doing it. Like, it shouldn't be possible when it's in writing, but people do it. They miss half of what you say. That wasn't malicious, that he wasn't following about logistical things. He just couldn't follow half of it. I think you sexually attracted me. I missed that part. Well, after I calling him a fuckhead and a whore's son, he's still in here. Why is everybody always trying to get next to the space where somebody's allowed to fuck me? It's so annoying. I don't want to have sex with anyone. I had plenty, thank you. I had too much, okay? I had too much. I miss my wife. I mean, if anybody has missed the overall pattern in my life, I dated absurdly younger women until I finally hooked up with my wife, and then I was happily married to an age-appropriate woman for like 10 years. And I don't want to, I'm done. I'm faithful to her. I made vows to God. She left. God didn't. I made vows to God, not her. There's nothing I can do. I don't want any part of it anymore. Like, in theory, yes, there is a woman in the world for me. I don't want to meet her. Can I just not? I really can't see anything on the phone now because of the sun, you guys. I'm just not even going to try to react. I'm going to leave the phone on the... If anybody can contribute to the Cash App, please contribute to the Cash App. We're probably going to be... I don't know, we're going to be in somewhere in Montana or something when we run out of money. Maybe not that far. Like... I'm going through gas money. It's $4 a gallon. It's crazy. I do believe y'all won't leave us stranded. Yeah, part of the reason to involve the fans in the chat in every decision is that y'all can clearly see I'm making the best decision possible in the moment. By the time I got there, it was 70-30 against John Porky, where it had been like 60-40 in favor of him before that. But you guys basically did not think John Porky was a good idea. Seemed like the best time. Red wanted out of Ithaca. Red made sure I didn't properly consider Ithaca options, actually, on her way out of town. So if all of this just turned out to be a super expensive adventure to ride to Portland, she actually said that in her videos. Like once she went sideways and started making crazy accusations, she also said she just wanted to ride to Portland. I don't know why she felt like she definitely led me to believe she had burned her bridges in Portland. She was stuck being homeless in a tent in the woods. She was in some danger because of that. And I assumed she was telling the truth about, oh man, Pi really hates the windows being open. What if I turn the air conditioning on? Is that better for you, Pi? Is that better, Pi Wacket? Yeah? Poor kids. Fallen silent, I've fallen out of air. So my idea is to just talk to you guys the whole trip and not put the radio on at all. 44 hours in one drive would be more than I have ever done. I have done 37, but in the middle I stopped to pack up my apartment, and so I had several hours out of the car. That was in 1990, end of 93 or the beginning of 94, when I left Tennessee in a big hurry because my girlfriend had decided to cheat on me and dump me. And then she moved to Seattle. So Mike Keenan and I went to high school together. We're not in touch now because in the mid-zeros, when I briefly did a band in Worcester called Hangover Square, my health had already collapsed due to ankylosing spondylitis, and it was about to collapse again. The condition had not been diagnosed. They were just trying to throw cheap drugs at it. And so the stretch where they were like, we're going to give it one more shot with the prednisone. We're going to give you all the prednisone. There's a couple of whole classes of illness that you may have dealt with where you deal with this. The nuclear option is, or the first of the nuclear options is, shitloads of prednisone. Prednisone lands like meth. You're just wired beyond all reason. Now I had been through the prednisone gamut before, gauntlet, I should say. And so I knew, why don't I have air here? What's going on? I knew what was going to happen, so I did band for like 3 or 4 months at the top. We did Hangover Square. I think we played 4 shows, and we made a set of demos with Jason Mazurowski, may he rest in peace, in Worcester. I think we played Vincent's once. We played the Java Hut twice. That was my home base for that band. The best show we did was opening for the Pandas. I booked the Pandas, but then we opened for them because that worked better. It's Brian Goodhue's band. That's the show, actually, I've talked about being the last time I saw my friend Lyric, who's now been dragged into the current controversy. Lyric was like 30 by then, or 35 or something. Who was in the Pandas. He's a really good guy too. I don't know what he's doing these days. He's on my Facebook page, I'm sure. So I asked Mike Keen to play guitar in that band. It was just me and... Yes. Is it Pi Wacket? You like it? Let you out, buddy. We're back. We're back. Hope you hear me. Sometimes when it does that, I am inaudible. The Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3 should be good because Richard Stanley wrote the script for them as part of his trying to make a comeback after allegations tour. That they're making that right now. Like they're posting pictures from the set. Richard Stanley's working on the script. Richard Stanley wrote, directed Hardware, Dust Devil, Island of Dr. Moreau, The Colorado. Hi, Whack It. Stop crying, buddy. You're gonna make them worry. You all right? What's up? Hi, Whack It. It's all right, buddy. The cats are sick of traveling in the car, but Pi is particularly sick of it. They were not, neither of them did this thing of crying like continuously, like let me out of the box. That's fairly typical for cats traveling like this. Neither of them has done this at all. Zoe did this once, one day. She did it for a little bit. I thought it was because she had to take a leak, but she stopped. This is the first time that one of them has done this in several days. I mean, I'm annoyed too. It's okay, Pie Wacket. She also does not like hearing me talk in the loud voice the whole time. 5.2 miles from 5 north to Olympia, Seattle. I don't know why I'm going north. My phone better not be tricking me. So I apologize again for sun's in my eyes. There's no way I can even try to read the chat. So Keenan didn't follow. Like Keenan's a really good guitar player. He's got way too much ego. The thing he's done wrong as a musician the whole time is he's sure he understands what's best for the band writ large in an aesthetic sense. He wants to take charge of the whole operation like he's Brian Eno or Phil Spector. It's okay, Pie Wacket. Pie Wacket. It's all right, buddy. It's only 43 more hours, buddy. Have you seen the Nick Cage movie Vampire's Kiss? Oh yeah, a bunch of times. Yeah. Pie Wacket. Stop, buddy. Pie. It's all right, buddy. What are you doing? Oh, you're over here. What's going on, Pie Wacket? Are you all right? I've got my hand in the bars now. Hi. What are you doing? Okay, one of them nosed me, but I think Zoe. I can't stop and look right now, buddy. Like, this makes me nervous because if somehow Zoe got out and got away, Pi would. Now, that seems impossible, but I'm just being nervous. I'm gonna have to pull over and look. I'll get more gas anyway while I'm doing it. Yeah, see if I talk in a quieter voice, she lets up after a minute. She doesn't like me yelling. Pi and Zoe, they really don't like me getting upset at all. And I'm only yelling because I'm trying to make sure I'm audible over the car sound. Hi, Wacket. Black Lake Boulevard, West Olympia. You know what? I'm gonna pull over for a second here. Exit 45 miles an hour.
In 2 miles, use the left 2 lanes to take the I-5 north exit toward Olympia, Seattle.
Olympic National Forest
right
Headquarters
to
the
the
right.
To Black Lake.
Man, I wish I was doing some relaxed camping and fishing content. That would be badass.
At the light, turn right onto Black Lake Boulevard Southwest.
Yeah, no, well, originally, I mean, the original controversy was that, like, so I've explained this a couple of times, but we ended up being best friends when she was 15 and I was 25. We were both dating other women who, no, she was dating a guy. I was dating a woman, age appropriate. We didn't ever hook up with each other. We went out on dates, like, we'd dress nice and go out and eat well and go to, like events where, like, if I got invited to something as a filmmaker or a musician, Lyric was often like the date who made me look good. So part of her job was looking awesome when she was hanging out with me, and intimidating the fuck out of people, man. Her parents were friends of mine. We did make out and hook up many years later, and it was a bad idea. We should have just stayed just friends. Like, we fell out of touch, and then at some point several years later, we were really drunk and high on acid and hooked up when we shouldn't have. It was just, we weren't compatible. Like, we were supposed to be friends all along. I think both tops basically is what was going on there. But in any case, we had it right the first time. Like, we hung out together thinking each other were the hottest unavailable person in the world. Like, things were different in the 90s. Like, yeah, things were different in the 90s. This was not a controversial thing for me to be doing then. I mean, slightly. Like I said, she would intimidate men, my friends. Nobody believed we weren't sleeping together. Nobody. Her parents knew better. Lyric's parents were awesome. Lyric's parents were among the very few parents I've ever met who intentionally had a kid and planned it, and planned every little thing and got it right. Most of the time, families that do that have multiple kids. I don't know if Lyric had siblings. If she did, I never met them. They have attic exhibitions on the horror tab. I mean, genre signifiers making something genre horror. Horror is more like a mode. Horror is more like, oh my God, this is insane. I got off at the wrongest possible fucking exit for what I'm trying to do because they're doing construction over here. I didn't even get as far as where the gas station is. Is there? There's no way for me to. Okay, I don't actually need gas. I just need to look at the cats. Hold on. I'm in a weird subdivision.
In 300 feet, make a U-turn.
Or something.
U-turn, then turn right onto
Quit yelling at me. Quit yelling at me. I'm just gonna look at the cats. My air conditioning's not working for some reason. I had this issue before. What did Red do to fix this? You gotta turn that on, is that it? Then turn this off. You gotta turn that on. All right, air conditioning now, Jesus Christ. Let me check on the cats. Zoe, hi Wacket, why are you yelling? Guys, it's okay. Will you feel better if I put the pillow here so you don't have to see? Will you feel better if you don't have to see so much? Look at this blanket. Then it'll be blocked on this side, and you got air just in the front. They liked it. They didn't complain at all when the thing had stuff piled up on it and pushed up against it, and I kept making sure they had air. They've got air because it's open on three sides basically for air. But now it's, well, I won't show you actually. Catch up with my chat while I'm sitting here. There's no way for me to catch up with this chat. But yeah, now they've dragged, I don't know how Lyric came up. I think I was just talking about how things used to be different. People weren't weird about it, you having teenage friends if you weren't some kind of creep. Like, they weren't gonna assume. Now, like, that sounds bad. It's not like I was surrounded by a horde of teenagers. I am in here, because I don't choose my fans, but I do choose to not let anybody be creepy at them in here. Same dynamic was true then. That was the youngest that was ever true of me, Lyric. I don't think I actually ever have had teenage real world friends after that. I was like 24 when Lyric and I were hanging out. 24, 25. She's 10 years younger than me. She's a friend of my sister's in high school. That's why I met her. Also, was really good friends with. You know what? I'm not going to name any other names because they get dragged into this. Somebody's going to go do interviews with 6 girls who hung out with me when they were teenagers, and then be like, "There's no reason to believe him when he says he never did anything creepy to them. He has them hypnotized. He was grooming them."
Turn right onto the US 101 South ramp.
How's the car? It's in a safe place, okay? Okay, it's in a safe place. You don't worry about the car, okay?
Merge onto US 101 South.
I'm 12. You're in the fire department and you're 12. I mean, those Dalmatians on the fire trucks, they ain't that old. Look, I'm just saying. Maybe he a Dalmatian. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she's just complaining, but maybe she'll complain less now. I don't have the windows open. Now she's yelling at Zoe. I think they just don't like being able to see the world flash by. They like it a lot when the car stops. Like, they like all the sunlight and the fresh air and stuff.
Continue on US 101 South for 1.5 miles.
Do you hear that weird yobbling noise she's making now? What is that? So I put the blanket on the side, so the light coming in the side. I put stuff on either sides. So now the main place air is coming in is through the front, which is against, well, not against, but facing the back of this seat. What do you mean speed limit 45? Why would you do that to me? Five north at 0.7 miles.
In half a mile, use the left 2 lanes to take the I-5 North exit toward Olympia, Seattle.
Yeah, so Andras didn't follow, like, I'm not worried about patching up whatever friendship you think was exploded when you were weird about that script that one time. I had to cut you loose from that one project. I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't entirely my deal. There's always other people involved. You don't get to make these. It's fun. Agility was talking about having to fire a friend of his earlier, and it was like that with Andras, actually. Like, I recruited him to star in this movie, The Special. There are already 2 other writers on it. This movie has been made without me, not from my draft since then, for no money, and it flopped and disappeared without a trace. It's called The Special. There's a version of that script that I wrote that I still intend to make a movie of at some point because my script is amazing. They made a bad movie. I haven't watched it. You can tell it's bad from the trailer. I mean, God bless. I don't like to speak. Like, I tried to help promote it when... I mean, my life was a train wreck. I wasn't making any movies. So, oh my God, you guys got to see this. Wow, I'm already tired. Am I going 5 north? Is that what I'm trying to do here? All right. Is it time for me to take another caffeine pill? What time is that? 12:25. I took some stuff right when I checked out. All right, yeah. The real limiter with being overstimulated on this drive is you can only take so much caffeine. Now, I don't have real speed. If I did, I would still, like a 44-hour drive, I'm not young. I don't think I could push through. I don't think I could push through all night, twice like that, even if I had good speed. Like, I think I'm just too old. Cats would have to, I would have to rest my eyes for sure. But at some point, you just, your heart is taxed, at least at my age. when you're young, you can drive for probably 70 straight hours if you have to, but you're not gonna ever fully recover from that kind of a burn on speed. And normally, like for a road trip like this, you still, if you've got good speed, you still have to take breaks. Like it just means that you're going to be very alert for 16 or 17 hours instead of like 8 or 9. By speed, I mean, by good speed, I mean Vyvanse, Adderall, that kind of thing. At my age, those kind of drugs really won't change your performance on this kind of thing much. Like I know how to max my attention and focus with just caffeine, and these mushroom gummies help. Stop and take a walk every couple hours. Yeah, you have to. That's exactly it. When you stop for gas and to take a leak, you stretch your legs. It's one thing, and also smoking tobacco on the road. Like even as a person who has recently I've given up on giving up tobacco. But generally I don't smoke all the time. I smoke a little bit of weed. I've been trying not to smoke anything at all because my lungs are messed up. You get this weird tunnel vision effect from staring at the road for a long time. Hi, Wagon. I already checked you out, and I moved things around to make you more comfortable. Don't cry, buddy. It's only 42 more hours. Slater Kinney Road. Wait, isn't that a band? Is Slater Kinney actually from Olympia? There's a reference. So yeah, I got the script, the special, from the novelist Rick Hodela. He was a friend of mine. The rewrites for the special were the last thing Rick worked on before he died. He sent me a finished draft of the script, and then died from a heart attack like 2 days later. The next day, something like that. And I actually really couldn't use, there's no reason to fuss about this because I really couldn't use anything he did. It was his script to begin with. He was writing it from Mark Steensland's concept, so they shared the original writing concept. Mark Steensland's the director who made a documentary called The Gospel According to Philip K. Dick. He's made some short films. He's written some books. I don't know him except from this collaboration. He seems like a really good guy. Really good guy. I can't stop to read the chat. Let me beg for money again. I don't have enough gas money to get there. I'm short probably $250 to get there. Please send us money at the Cash App. Me and Pi and Zoe this time. I keep saying us. Red's not in it anymore. I guess she sort of is. So the special is this horror movie. I wanted to direct. Heart set on it. I got hold of the script from Rick Hodela and Mark Steensland. And I told them I was going to do Sorry. I was going to do what directors normally do, and do a page 1 rewrite, but no credit, and their approval, and faithful to the spirit of the script, beat for beat, because they already liked how it was. I was just, doing the thing where you rewrite every little thing so it seems the same, but it's all better. So then I recruited. We had just done the Spooky Empire in Orlando, where I got to hang with Andros. That's where I met Jordan Ladd. She's really good. She's really good. And she'd only starred in one movie. In fact, I wanted to do a rewrite to make the female lead more, like she deserves more of a role than what was there. It's still a flaw in the script I have, which I'd still like to direct. But in any case, my idea was dominoes. Andros is attached. Andros and I, who both know Jordan, go to Jordan and attach her. Then Andros and Jordan and I together attach Seth Green to play the other lead. And Seth helps me arrange the financing so we can do this on the cheap in Miami for like $100,000 plus whatever the actor's got a grift to be there, right? That was the plan. So like Andros wanted to be heavily involved in the rewrite. Now like, it's my opinion that actors should be allowed to do any writing they want to do on a movie, especially for their own character. Like especially if they're methody, they'll understand the character better than you do. But the thing is there, you have to not worry about credit. You can't just go stomping all over the work of writers and rewriting it. Like, I mean, that goes both ways too. But basically you have to designate one person to be the producer who approves what's going on in the script. So the lead writer who makes the final decisions is either the director or the producer director, and various diverse hands fuck with the script. On independent movies, you do rewrites on the fly. You put little things in here and there, and then they for the big studios, for legal, they like reverse engineer an accurate script from the finished movie, and then they parse out who was responsible for what, and they sometimes figure out credits after from that. But my deal with Mark and Rick was that I was going to direct it, so I wouldn't get writing credit no matter what rewrite I did. It would be essentially their script still. There wouldn't be a massive rewrite. I would just rewrite what they already had and touch it up here and there, little details. But it would still be essentially their script, a script they would want credit for, and I would not get any credit. I'm the director, so everybody assumes the director fucking wrote the movie anyway. Normal people don't even think of the screenwriter. So pie whacking. Stop crying. I can't get you out of the box, buddy. What are you doing? It's okay, pie whacking. She really does not like me doing the boomy voice. Pie whacking, I'm gonna yell at the phone the whole time. I can't do the soothing, gentle voice the whole time, pie whacking. Oh my God, that's what she wants. She wants me to do the soothing, gentle voice the whole time. Pie whacking, you tripping. It looks like my chat's gone silent. Thanks for being here, guys. I wish the camera was angled down a little bit so you can see when I go over bridges, so you can see what I'm looking at. Please throw money in at the Cash App link there. We don't have enough money to get where we're going. Please and thank you. So I had the script, the special. Andros is attached to play the lead actor. He wants to be involved in the massive rewrite. Now, we're already at sort of loggerheads. Oh, there's a cool bridge coming up. Because previous to this, my expertise in screenwriting had been based in pie whacking. I have to keep yelling, buddy. I can't do gentle the whole time. You gotta stop complaining. I'm not yelling at you. Look at that bridge. Look at how cool that is. You're just listening to me ramble. Yes. Should I stop? Should I just go in silence? Can't listen to music, guys. I can't interact with chat too much. Like, I can lean in and look at the chat and still have the car pointed straight, but you guys are gonna get scared. So, pie whacking. Quit complaining, buddy. You know the drill. Oh, I forgot about the cruise control. All right. So you turn it on, right? And then you set it with the second button is what we determined, right? No, it doesn't work. You turn it on, or do you turn it on over here? Is that the on button? Is this the on button? And then I'm going 45. This is what happened before. I can't use the cruise control unless somebody explains to me how it works. Like it doesn't work. I got to know exactly how it works so that I know that it doesn't work. Let me try now. Yeah, it just is not. I don't know what's going on with that. If somebody can help me with the cruise control, I can't look at the chat right now, but it doesn't work. Pie Wacket's gonna cry at me the whole time I speak in a loud, stentorious voice. Pie Wacket, you gotta not do this. It's all right, Pie. I'm gonna try not to yell like I'm angry. So Andras is keeping me on the phone for like 3-4 hours a day, talking about the rewrites on this script. He and Jordan and I and my wife Angie all met at this convention at the same time. Hung out all night getting lit. Hit it off. Jordan Ladd. Her mother is Cheryl Ladd. Her grandfather's Alan Ladd. She's Hollywood royalty. Really good. She's awesome, just in every way. I did not keep in touch with her. I should have gotten her phone number myself. And I just thought, well, she seems tight with Andras. I don't need to do that. And I'm rewriting the script. So first, Andras wants to rearrange the relationships of the characters in kind of a massive way. But the main point of contention was he wants to do this overwritten, clever dialogue like I did on Attic Expeditions and Freezer Burn in my early scripts. I think I'm David Mamet or Quentin Tarantino. And by the zeros, it's like nobody wants overwritten, clever dialogue anymore. And furthermore, aesthetically, for low budget, you need it clear and simple. We may not have professional actors for the supporting roles. We don't need a fuss over line readings and clarity on line readings with complex syntax. And we don't need dialogue like the way I'm talking right now. Simple, clear, small words, straightforward, conceptually, different aesthetic for dialogue. These are new times. But it also has to do with it's an underground horror movie, and I don't want to get hung up on making sure the acting is special. If you have special dialogue, you have to have special acting to support it. I mean, you can see Attic Expeditions. It's all this clever, overwritten dialogue. We've got a bunch of really good actors, but we didn't have enough time. To support that. You got to be able to do 5 takes of everything. It costs money. So, rehearsal days. Most cheap movies, you don't get rehearsal. You just start working on the scene when you get there. So we're at Aesthetic Loggerheads, and anyway, I've already told Mark and Rick, I'm not gonna rewrite your script massively. Like, it's gonna be the same script. Like Rhonda Bachman read my script and then she watched their movie. And she's like, it's weird. It's like, it's exactly the same script, but somehow it's not special and magical. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, I bring the magic, the sparkles, that's me. Brilliant concept, but it wasn't anywhere until I don't want to diss their work. It was a brilliant concept. Rick's a pretty great writer. His most famous novel is Little Brothers. People have tried to make a movie of that off and on for a long time. That was Agility School. I think he just realized I'm live and it was gonna be the phone. I'm holding the phone now. Agility School.